Hey guys, what's up? We are going to create this amazing, beautiful website, which I normally sell for $5,000 to my clients. We are going to create this beautiful website. As you can see, we have different hover elements right there. If you scroll down a bit, then we have interactive button elements right there. And we have, upon scrolling, amazing scroll effects. I will teach you exactly how to build this. If you scroll down, this website is really professional. We have an interactive map right there. And we have even a newsletter sign up, which we will actually create to get you started with your first free newsletter. Of course, we have different pages. And I will show you exactly how we create this and how you can make it. We have, of course, a news section, or the aka blog website, which you can use to create your awesome blogs. Of course, the contact page, where people can actually contact you by using the form or simply using the footer with the call icon and the email button, which actually are links. We will be making the entire website fully professional, so you can actually change, for example, all the colors throughout the entire website with just 3 clicks. If you don't like this golden layout we have created, why not change it to, well, for example, deep red. Now, everything we have added in this website has been changed to deep red. This way you can easily customize your entire website with no ease to any color you would like. This is truly a professional built website. We will be making full use of the best WordPress theme there is in the world. And that also means that we will be using 0 plugins. Yes, you heard me right. We are creating a professional website with 0 plugins. And that's a good thing, because plugins tend to slow your system down. But with this website installation, you're off to a professional start with no plugins at all. And because I build websites all day long for my profession, I know you will not be finishing your website on the first day. That's why we also create a coming soon page, which all visitors will see when they visit your URL before you're finished. It has a countdown timer, and of course they can even sign up for your email newsletter that we are creating together. I will guide you through the process of setting up a domain name, setting up your hosting, creating your first email address, installing WordPress, installing world's best theme with 20% discount, creating these awesome pages we're even gonna create a free email marketing account to get you started. I'll even provide you a link in the description of this video, which you can download all the images, the logo, and the color codes we are using in this tutorial. Let's go on a fun journey together. So are you ready to create your own professional website? Let's go. So you just go to wpressdoctor.com/get-hosting and you press enter. And now we are at namehero.com. It is an amazing hosting company to host your website. Especially they're really fast. You can see online all kind of comparisons. They have excellent support, which if you email them or you open a ticket, they will just almost reply instantly. So that's awesome. But what I also do like is the price. The price is very low. So if you are going to start with your own website for the very first time, this is a perfect starting point. I also started my website for a very low price, and I'm still happy I did it, because it gives you just the opportunity to get to know WordPress, to get to know the hosting, to get to know the support tickets, to get to know everything about websites. So what do we have here? We have different plans which you can choose on. You have the Starter Cloud, the Plus Cloud, Turbo, and Business. If you're just starting out with one website, you can of course choose this one. It's only $3 a month. That is amazing. Just to know, for you guys, I have my own national hosting company in my country, and I charge 25 euros a month for just one website. So these prices are really low. One website, 1 gig of RAM, unlimited SSD storage, free auto SEL, free website, free light speed, which is very important. If you just go to the Plus Cloud, Here you can see that just for $2 a month more, you can have 7 websites and you have the double amount of RAM. And of course, the unlimited SSD storage. Well, it's not completely unlimited because you have 250,000 eNotes. Those are files or emails within your package. But we'll be only using around 20,000 eNotes for our website. So with 25,000, you could easily create 7 websites with a lot of emails. My suggestion is you just choose the one that you want, your starter cloud or your plus cloud. It doesn't matter, but if you can see, we're gonna buy this one for approximately 3 years because you get the biggest discount. So for 3 years, you want to have some margin right here in your websites. If you have 7 websites, trust me, if you build this website right now with this video, you definitely want to build more websites in maybe next month or maybe next year. So let's go to order now. So first we need to fill in our domain name. So what are you going to call your website? Well, I'm going to call it dividoctor.com. We press on search and now you can see, congratulations, dividoctor.com is available. And we get it completely free because it's normally $13 for yearly billing cycle. And the free offer is available for 2 and 3 years. So that is amazing. So let's use this one. Press continue. And here is where the biggest discount comes into play. Because after the first period, your price will go up to $13 a month. The most smart thing to do is to pick 3 years for $5.18 a month. So this will not generate your high cost after 1 year. Now we're just gonna scroll down a bit and we need to configure packages. If you like to have backups extra on your web hosting, this is the place to be and you will be good with 5 GB. We're not gonna do this right now because you can also follow my tutorial about backups and you can just back up into the cloud of your Google Drive or your Dropbox and it will be entirely free and it will work exactly the same. Would you like to add a dedicated IP address? We don't need it for this website right now. We are not going to use malware scanning because we're going to use a special security plugin which prevents us from this malware, so we don't have to pay for it. It's also free. And of course, we need this Let's Encrypt Auto SSL because we want to see a padlock in our screen right there on the top of it. All right, after you're done, press continue. We don't need all of these options. We can just press continue. And look at this, we have just saved ourselves $280 with this 3-year package. That is amazing, guys. And just after the 3 years, you can always switch to another account, to another hosting company or whatever you want. But this is the biggest savings that we get. All right, if we just scroll down here, you can just enter all your personal information. And after you've all filled this out, don't forget to check this box. I have to read and agree the terms of service. And you can just press this checkout button right there. So guys, welcome to your Name Hero dashboard. In your hosting dashboard, you can see everything related to your domain. Here is what we just registered: 1 cloud, 1 domain. We have 0 unpaid invoices and we have 1 ticket because I had a support ticket because when I was registering my website, I was flagged as fraud. It is because of I'm using a VPN, so that's why I had some trouble with registering. However, immediately I could test out their support system and it really amazed me because I sent an email and just within 30 seconds I received a mail back that from not an automated mail but actually from someone who was investigating my story, and it was fixed really fast. So I'm really happy with the support for now. As you can see right now, we have our active products. This is our Plus Cloud that we just bought. And if you go to My Cloud right here, you can go to My Services. And here you can see what you have just bought. Well, I have still one that's flagged as fraud, but you can just ignore that one. You don't have that. You will have this one. And here you can see your price, which will go for the next due date. In 3 years, you will pay this amount. So in a couple of years, you will be making a lot of money with your website, I suppose, or so you can just change or whatever you want, or stay here if you're happy. So that's all good. If you go to domains, here you can see all your domains that we have registered. And if you go to billing, you can see your invoices that we have been paid. And if you go to support, this is the place where you can ask your questions. Until now, it worked really fast. So the first thing we're going to do is let's start a website, because if I load my website, this is what I see. It's normal because this means nothing has been installed on our website. So the next step, you go back to your client area and you go to My Cloud right there. Then you go to this one, click on your web hosting plus cloud, and we press login to CPanel. Now your control panel is the place where you can change anything from email addresses to SSL certificates to install WordPress. So this is it. Welcome to your new hosting account. All right, we can press this one, all done, dismiss this. Here you can create email accounts and you can enter forwarders. So for example, let's create our first email account right now off the bat because we are still working on it. We press this one on create and we're going to create an email address at the first thing we're going to do because it is very useful for WordPress later on. So the first thing you need to do is create a username. So I suggest you use your first name at your domain name or info at if you want to do that, but I go with the@dividoctor.com. All right, just press this button generate and you will generate a secure password, and we press on create right there. Congratulations, now you have your first email address. Isn't that easy and awesome? All right, let's go back to CPanel right there and press on this button, press home. So the next thing we're going to do, we are going to install WordPress. We're gonna scroll down all the way down to software right there, and we're gonna click on WordPress Manager by Softaculous. Click it, and now we can just easy press this button, install. Now the most important thing right here is that you click on this one and you go to HTTPS. We need to install WordPress on our secure website. All right, the directory WP, you can delete it or else you will have divi-doctor.com/WP and then / everything on your website. That is bad for SEO. We're gonna remove that right now. And here you can, of course, enter your site name and your site description. So this will be our Divi Doctor. You can also change this later on, but just fill it in right now. WordPress tutorial 2021 Divi theme. We don't want to have multi-site on this installation. And let's change the admin account. This is not a good username. We're going with the WordPress Doctor. And just generate a random password for your installation on WordPress. Press this little key icon. Here you go. Make sure you copy your password on a safe place and make sure your email address is just the address we have just created. Or you could also use your personal address, but I like to keep all things website related to one email, so you don't have all your website related stuff in your personal inbox. We're gonna use the email address we just created within CPanel. Now this is very important, the language of your website. The language should be the language you create your website in. So if you're from, for example, America, you can use English. If you're from London, if you're from England, you can also use English. But if you're from Europe and your target audience is, for example, German, then you should use German. If you are from Italy, you should use Italian. If you are, for example, from Turkey, then you should scroll down and use Turkish. This is important because also this in the backend will tell Google what language your website is and where it should rank your website. So I'm going with the English installation right now. Don't worry, you can also change the language of your WordPress interface in the backend of WordPress. So Google will see your website is for the English people, the language is English, but your WordPress website will be in another language. It's all possible. We're not gonna use these plugins because we'll do our security different. The next thing is we're going to advanced options because we're gonna build a pro website, right? So the database name will be this. Well, this is generated and it is all right. You can just leave it the same. I would suggest you change the table prefix to something like some random numbers and letters because this is very important for your security. We're gonna press this one because we don't want any notification emails for updates. You just need to update your website automatically or regularly. We're gonna use this so we don't need the update notification. Auto upgrade, well, we are going to build the website in such a secure and stable manner. You can easily press this one, upgrade to any latest version, because we are going to build this thing so robust it will never break. Trust me on this, I manage a lot of client websites and they're all 100% stable and safe. We can auto upgrade our plugins and we can auto upgrade our WordPress themes. This is the safest way, and if you don't install a lot of buggy plugins, this will work perfectly. Let's get down right there. We don't need to have a theme, so just press 2021 and press select theme. And we're gonna press no because we will not be using any of the images because we'll be building our website in another theme. So what's also perfectly good is that you enter here your private email address, so you will receive the details of your installation. And also, of course, your passwords, which is very useful to use later on. And you press install. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. This is awesome. Just click this URL with your right tab and click on open link in new tab to see if WordPress has installed successfully. So this means our website is successfully installed. Well done, congratulations. Next step, go back to your CPanel. We're going to close this one and then you go back to your control panel using this button. Alright, we're going to scroll down a bit. We go to software and we're gonna press select PHP version. Now, you click on 7.3 current and you go to 7.4. Don't go to 8.0 because a lot of WordPress plugins or themes are not just yet optimized fully for PHP 8. But 7.4 is a lot faster than 7.3. So we're gonna click on 7.4 and we're gonna press set as current. Just wait a while. All right, we're gonna click over here to options and we're gonna change a little bit of things right here or else your website will not function properly. Trust me on this, guys. Just go down a bit. We're gonna change the max execution time to 120. Memory limit is all right. Post max size, we're gonna change this to 64. And last but not least, very important, your upload max file size. This is the file that you can upload. So if your image is, for example, bigger than 2 MB, I don't recommend that. You cannot upload it. For example, we're gonna upload our theme to the website. It's also 9 MB. So we're gonna change this to 64 MB. All right, that's awesome. It has been success. It has been saved. So we can close this right now. All right. Now we are going to our WordPress website to make all the changes. How are we going to do that? Just go to your newly created domain, dividoctor.com/wp-admin/wp-admin and press enter. Welcome to your WordPress dashboard. Get acquainted to it because this is going to be awesome. If you want to know how everything works down here, I have created a video about the backend of WordPress and I explain every little thing about WordPress. If you want me to tell about all these different settings and all these things about your WordPress website, just follow this video and I will take you by the hand and show you everything there is to know about your WordPress installation. But for now, let's go and create our website. I'm going to install our theme, which we'll be using to build our website. If you now go to, for example, your pages, you can see your sample page. If you press edit, this is just the block editor of WordPress, which is pretty easy and it's pretty basic, but you can create a very simple website, which is great, but not so great if we want to build a pro website. We're going to use the most popular used WordPress theme out there and you're gonna get it using this way. We open up a new tab and we go to wpressdoctor.com/Divi2021. And with this deal, I'm gonna give you 20% discount off the Divi theme. So there are basically two plans with Divi. You can pay yearly, it's a $70 a year, or you can pay just once to have lifetime access, which is the amazing $200. But this is just one time in your entire life. That is mind-blowing. Let's see what you get for this price. You get access to the Divi theme, you get access to the extra magazine theme, you get access to Bloom, is a plugin, and Monarch, which is also a awesome sign-up plugin. You get also access to hundreds of website packs. Well, what does it mean? Let me show you. Divi is creating all these layout packs for you. So within these layout packs, you have entire websites that you can load into your Divi website just like that. Now, on this tutorial, we're gonna create from scratch. So it's gonna be unique and it's gonna be your style. So that's amazing. I will teach you how to change it. You have 7 websites with Name Hero. So you can create all these websites just for free within your license. For example, if you want to go with a real estate website, you have a about page, a blog page, a contact page, a home page, landing page, real estate page, and a theme page. And not only for this one, but you have 213 layout packs, and every single week you will have a new layout to choose from. It is mind-blowing. I really love Divi because they have just done such an awesome job. And if you see something you like, for example, hey, I really like these images, you can just use this template, load in your website. You will get all the images for free and you can use them as long as your license is working. And that is a lifetime. Wow. So this is Divi. I am so enthusiastic about Divi. It is the right choice for you. What do we have? We have lifetime updates, which is very important because they're releasing new features almost every month. So this is really great. They are really cutting edge. Don't get me wrong, there are more than 100 people working on Divi worldwide. So it is a very big operation. They do around $8 million every year in their business. These are not small guys. These are the pro players in the WordPress world. You get, of course, lifetime premium support. How does it look like? Well, if you just press this button, you can just send us a message. And my experience with this premium support is awesome. I just ask the questions and within a few minutes, I have immediately response and they go very far to give you the best experience. Even if you don't know how to change something, they just help you out with everything you need. It is really great. As I told you, unlimited website usage, you can use this license on unlimited websites. There's a risk-free guarantee. If you don't like it, you can get your money back and it's just a one-time fee. So my advice would be the no-brainer for $200 one time. But I don't know your budget. If you can only spare $70 right now, then this is fine. Just use this one. I used this one for almost 3 years and then I did some math and I thought, well, after 3 years, I am already paying $210. Why not use the lifetime access? Then I use only $200. Well, you can just press this button, sign up today. We are going to fill in all these details. So that's right, we also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it within 30 days, you can just send them an email and they will refund you gladly with no question asked. So really guys, this is just really awesome. All right, we're just gonna fill in all these things. All right, if you follow the link in the email or you press on the Welcome to Elegant Themes, you can press on your login button and here you can fill in your username and your password you have just created. And this is where we are right now. Hello, WordPress Doctor. And what are we going to do right here? We want the Divi theme. The Divi Builder plugin is already integrated in your Divi theme, so just press this button, download the Divi theme. And that's it guys, now we go back to our WordPress dashboard to install Divi. From here you go to Appearance, we go to Themes. Click there, and we're gonna press this button, Add New. We're gonna press again this button, Upload Theme, and press Browse and select your Divi theme that you have just downloaded. Remember when we changed the PHP settings for bigger upload? Well, this is where you need that one right now. And press Install Now. We're just gonna wait right there and now if the theme is installed successfully, press Activate. Well done, you have activated your Divi theme on your WordPress website. So we don't need all the other themes right there. So for security reasons, we're gonna press Theme Details and we're gonna delete all of these themes because we definitely don't need them. Let's press Delete. All right. All right, now we have our Divi theme right there. Awesome. All right, guys. Now we're going to create our pro website. So the first thing we are going to do right now is we are going to create a temporary page, because I know you will not be able to finish your website today. So we are going to create a temporary page which shows people that we are building a website, and people can also leave their email address so you can email them later on that your website is live. What you're going to do, we go to Pages, we're going to add new. This is also the perfect way to get to know the Divi builder and WordPress itself. So this is the WordPress builder where you can add your pages. Your title will be coming soon. All right, the next button we will be pushing is this publish button right there. And when it is being published, you press use Divi builder and we click on build from scratch. We click on start building. So when you create the first page, this is what you see. We're gonna click on this new row. As you can see, we have all kinds of different rows because this is the way Divi works. You can create any layout you want. It is amazing. So we're gonna choose this left one, click over here, and we're gonna add a new module. Divi has a lot of modules you can choose from, and all these modules are really useful. I've created a 5-video series about every single module, so if you want to know more about them, go watch the other videos. For now, we are going to click on over here on the text module, and we're gonna enter the text company name, or of course your real company name. Then we go to design, you go to text, and here we're gonna change the text font to Nunito. You can just type in here Nunito and it will just use this font. As you can see, you can choose all the fonts from Google, and those are awful lot of them. So don't waste too much time by selecting the perfect font, because you can always change it later. And we're gonna change the text size to 31 pixels. Now, with everything we're going to do, we're going to make it responsive. So the first thing you do is you click on this button right there. We're going to move to the tablet version to see how this looks. It looks great. And go to phone, and also the 31 pixels is also working on your phone. Here you can select your own mobile. So I'm going with the iPhone X, that's what I have. And yes, it is absolutely perfect. The last thing we want to do is we're going to scroll down and we're going to place the text alignment in the center. Now we press on the save button and we go back to the desktop view. So you're going to press down here on the menu and we're going to press here desktop view. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to add another thing. So hover your mouse over your just created text module and we're going to use this plus icon. It means add a new module. And again, we're going for the text module. Click this one. And here we're going to type new things coming soon. Then you select this entire thing and we're going to create a heading 1. And now when you hover your mouse over this thing, you will see a brush icon. If you click it, you will go to design H1, and here we can change everything to about this one. Well, what are we going to do for a font? We are going to use Oswald, which is pretty nice for now. And we're going to align it in the center. And we're going to make it 67 pixels. Right, that's awesome. But how will this look on our mobile phones and our tablets? Let's see how this works. Press this button, then you press on tablet. Well, that's a little bit too big. So we're going to make it smaller to 60 pixels. Yeah, that's awesome. Then we go to our phone and here we see, oh, well, this is okay. We can leave it this way, or you can make it smaller to like 30 if you want it, but I like it to have it on 2 rows. That's great. Let's make it 60. That's okay. And the next thing we are going to do is we're going down. We go to spacing, because here we can create some space between the first title and the second one. So the margin would be 8 view wide. As you can see on mobile, it doesn't move really far. However, when we go to back to the tablet version, you will see there's some spacing. And if you go to the desktop, you will see there is a lot more spacing. And it's because we have used the view wide instead of pixels. We're gonna press the save button. And the next thing we are going to create is I want people to be able to sign up to the email newsletter on your coming soon page. Why? Because, well, this is about the time you start telling everybody, all your friends and family that, hey, I got a new company, I'm starting my business, and this and this and this is my website, and it's new things are coming soon. So make sure to sign up for my email list. We're going to press this plus icon right here again, and we're going to search for email opt-in module. Press this. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to remove this title, and the button will be stay tuned for updates. All right. This text, we will be removing this entirely. And now you scroll down and we go to fields. And now you press use single name field right there. This looks way more smaller because people, they are more likely to give you a name instead of their full front name and second name, a first name and last name. So this is almost always better. Then we go to success action, and what will people see when they sign up? They will see a message, and the message will be success? No, the message will be thank you for your interest. I will send you an email when we are live. And then we go to spam protection. Well, I don't think we need it right now because of this form is just on our coming soon page, so we can leave it like that. We go to background, and here we click on use background color. We are going to change this to no. Why not? Well, just a second, I will show you. Last thing we do, we go to design and we go to sizing, and we're going to change the max width to 50%. And now we're going to change the alignment to the center. Why is that? I'll show you in a minute. This will look way more better because it's now a little bit smaller. All right, we're going to save this right here, save changes. So I think you're a bit curious about where this is going. Well, all right, let us first add a background image. Press on the icon right there on your section settings, because this is a section, this is the row, and within the row we have the modules. So we're going to change these settings. We go to background and we go to this image button. Press this. And now we're going to press this plus add background image button. What you'll see right now is our media library of WordPress. Here all your files are being stored and you can change them and use them. It's very useful. However, nothing has been found right there. So what we need is a background image. If you go to the description of this video, you will find a link to a zip file folder, which you can download and you can use right-free images for your convenience. There will never be a liar on your head because of the images. No, they are completely free. So we're going to select files. And we're going to select the coming soon background. Just upload it. Make sure to copy the title to your alt text. Very important for the rest of your website. We need to learn it right now. And then you press upload an image right here. All right, now we have something more beautiful. However, I think it's a little bit too light. So what are we going to do? We go to this button over here, add background gradient. We're going to press plus. And we're going to click on select color right there. And we are going to use a different kind of color. So press on this 000 black one. And then you're going to use this slider over here to make it a little bit transparent, as you can see. Now we're going to change this value to 00.64 and press copy. All right. And then we go to this color and you're also going to paste it in right here. Paste. Okay, now you go down a little bit and now we're gonna pull the switch down here, place gradient above background image. Now this is way better. Save this one. And now you can see that these titles are a little bit dark. So we're going to edit them, press on the brush icon and make the text color, make it make it white again. That looks way better. Now also, if you scroll just a little bit down, we can use this text shadow to give it a little bit of a glow back there. That is awesome. We're gonna save this. Then we go to this title. We're gonna do the same. We go to design, or you can just press the brush icon, click on the heading text color to make it white. And we're also gonna add a little bit of a text shadow. Now I do think that this one is too close to this module. So we are going to save changes. And we're going to the settings of this one because I want these settings to be full white. How do we do that? You go to design, you go to sizing, and you go to height, and you type in 100 FH. Oh, hold up, FH. Now it will transform the section to the full white of your screen. And if you see it now on a mobile device, it is also full screen right there. And this looks really great. Also on your tablet, this looks awesome. Are we going to save this one? And we go back to the desktop view. Now we go to this title and let's go to design and we go to spacing. And we're gonna also add a little bit of margin to the bottom. How do you do that? Well, if you want to keep them the same, just press on this link icon and now it will copy them and keep them the same. This looks really great. Press on save. And we're going to add another module, add new module. And the last one will be a countdown timer. All right, let's put it on a month ahead of us. Well, you can change it, of course, to anything you want right there. I'm going to have it on 10 o'clock in the morning on the 7th of July, 2021. All right. We're going to remove this title and we go to background. We're going to remove the background color. This looks pretty cool, but it's too close to the other module. So we go to design, we go to spacing, and we're going to add 5 view white right there. Yes, this is way better. And we're going to save this. Now, the first thing you will notice when you look at this countdown timer, you will see 0, 30 days. I don't like this 0 over here. So we go to the settings of this page right here in the below. Click on it, go to advanced, go to custom CSS. Now we're not gonna write it all the way. I just make it easy for you. In the folder you've downloaded from the description of this video with all the images, there's also a file called snippets. And within these snippets, you will find a piece of CSS that is being called countdown timer. When you just copy it and paste it in right here like this, you will see that the first thing what will happen is this 0 has been deleted. That is awesome. All right. Then we're just gonna press on this save button right there. And now things are starting to look really great. However, there's one thing I still want to do. I see this name in this email box. I don't like the color of it, and I don't like that these are two huge boxes. So we're gonna press settings, and we go to design, we go to layouts, and I'm gonna remove this name full white and this email full white. There, this looks way better, don't you agree? Now we have a small box. We're also gonna press this brush icon, and we're gonna change the field text color to black. This is way better. Now I don't like the spacing around it, so we're gonna save this. We go back to this module and we're going to design, we go to spacing, and we're gonna make this 8 view white. We're gonna save it, save changes, 8 full white. There. Now we have a beautiful coming soon page. You can press save down here. Now your page has been saved. You can now press exit Visual Builder. What will happen when you press it? Your email opt-in box will disappear. Why is that? Well, it is pretty logical. Press enable Visual Builder again, because it won't show it if it's not connected to an email provider. So let's do this real quick. Press on the gear icon, and if you scroll down a bit, you'll see email account. Your service provider is, well, you can choose anyone you have right now. So if you do have one of these, you can just use it. If you don't have one, well, what better time to start an email list right now when building your website. The money is in the list. It is not a joke. It has been proven very, very useful to have an email list. So you will use it anyway. So we're going to choose MailChimp and just open up a new tab in your browser. And on the new tab, we will go to MailChimp.com, press enter. And we're going to press sign up free right there. Oh, it's very easy and we will use it anyway. So let's fire it up because we will need it and later on the website when building our website. You can use your email we have just created upon your new hosting company. So everything around your business will be centered in this one mailbox. It is awesome. the@dividoctor.com. And we have to select a username. So create anything you want. I'm going with Divi Doctor. We're going to create a password, and when it is secure, it will say your password is secure and you're all set, right? Well, I personally don't want to receive any updates because I know how the system works, but if you want it, you can uncheck this box. Press sign up. Oh, I did it wrong. We need to use our email address for our username. Well, okay, press sign up. I don't want to receive it. Sign up. We have to verify our email. Well, on our new hosting, we can just go to dividoctor.yourdomainname.com/webmail and press enter. And now we are going to our webmail from NameHero. So this is very useful. Just fill your email address in and log in. The first time you open your webmail, this is a screen you will see, and you can just set it up on your device if you want this. You can add an email address from your current device so that it will mail the settings. You can open it and it will be configured for you. It's really useful. So you can do that right now. What you need to check is this one, open my inbox when I log in. This is most useful, and press open right there. And now we will see our inbox for maybe the first time. And as you can see, we have different mails from CPanel, and you can activate your MailChimp account. And that is exactly what we need to do right now. So we're going to press allow. Now we can see all the images and the links, and we press activate account. Now when you go back to the MailChimp website, we press I'm not a robot, please wait. And we will set up our account. Let's start with a free plan. We can create 2000 contacts maximum. If you're growing bigger than that, well, you can choose a different plan, or you can export all your contacts and go to another email provider. It is completely up to you, but we'll use MailChimp right now. Press next. Let's set up our account. Well, WPressDoctor. Add your new domain right there. So dividoctor.com, and we press continue right there. So they need to know your address. Why? Well, it is explained here. We need their address to make sure that you are not a spammer. They keep it safe, so don't worry. It's a very big brand, this MailChimp, and you can always remove it, or you can just think something up. When you're done, press continue. Next thing is, do we already have a list of contacts? Well, I don't, so press no and press continue. Do you sell products or services? Well, yes or no, I don't. Do you intend to sell it? Well, I don't, maybe you. If you're not sure, just press the skip button. I'm gonna press continue. I don't want any emails from them, so I press continue. So the next thing we're going to do is, we're not gonna send the email, but I will show you that in a different tutorial, but we are going to connect it with our website. So what we need is go all the way down there, press on this, you go to account, and you go to extras, and we go to API keys right there. All right, click on it, and we just scroll down a little bit, and we're gonna press create a key right here. Now we have a API key, which we can copy. So we're going to press here and press copy. That's it. And we go back to WordPress, and we're gonna press this button add. You're gonna add a account name. It's the username we created, so it's gonna be the@dividoctor.com, and paste in the API key we just copied, paste, and press submit. Now what it will do, it will make a connection to MailChimp and to see if there is a list. As you can see right now, we have only one list, which is fine. Just click on it and press save. Now when we save this page, save it, And we go to Exit Visual Builder. Now we can see that this mail list is actually working. So congratulations. This is awesome. You did a great job. So what you still see on this page is that we have a header and a footer, which is really great, but not on our coming soon page. So how are we going to remove those? Well, press Exit Visual Builder. And then you go to your website's dashboard right there. And as you can see right now, we have an update. That's very interesting. Let's see what it is. It's the next version of Divi. I am going to show you in a second how we can update our Divi theme. But first we are going to Divi Theme Builder. This is your Divi Theme Builder. It is an awesome place where you can build beautiful templates for different pages, for different posts. It is really powerful, and I'm going to show you how we can use this for our coming soon page. So first, this is the default website template. We'll be using this later on this video, but first we'll be going to create a new template. So we're going to click on this plus icon, add a new template. And then you can see where you want to use your template on. It is very powerful. As you can see, we can use all pages, only the home page, specific pages, only specific categories of your posts, specific posts, archive pages, author pages. It is amazing. Already children of specific pages. This is really powerful system. We're going to use this a lot, but first we're going to use this template on a specific page, our coming soon page. So check this box right there and press Create Template down here. Then we're going to add a custom header. Click on this one and click Build Custom Header. We have three options, of course. We are going to build from scratch. We don't need this, so just press this cross button. And the first thing we will do is we're going to hit this gear icon right there of this section. We go to Advanced, we go to Visibility, and we're gonna disable this on phone, tablet, and desktop. Press Save. Again, you can press Save down there, or you can use Ctrl S on your keyboard. And now this template is saved. All right, press this cross icon right there, close it. Press Save Changes. And we're gonna add a custom footer the same way, just build custom footer. Build from scratch. Press this cross icon, go to your settings, advanced, visibility, disable on your phone, tablet, and desktop, and press save again. Press save on your keyboard or using the menu down there. And we're gonna close this, press save changes up here. And now we go to pages, all pages. We're gonna look at our coming soon page. When you look at your pages, always use private window, or if you're using Chrome, it's incognito screen. Always do this because then you are locked out and you will see how it looks for your visitors. So we're gonna press it. And this is now our beautiful coming soon page. And this looks great, doesn't it? We have no footer, no header because we have just created a template for it and we have removed it. So congratulations, you have just created an awesome coming soon page. But if I now go to my website without the coming soon like this and I press enter, this is what people will see when they visit your website. Because this is the standard way WordPress shows new websites. We are going to change this. So what we want to achieve is that you are not logged in your website. People will see the coming soon page so that no one will see your work in progress, or even it shows up in the Google search result, because that would be a little bit of a disaster. Well, it's not a disaster, but it's not nice. Before we can do that, we need to create a child theme. Within the child theme, we can paste any snippets or codes or anything we want without breaking Divi. So follow my steps because this is a lot more easier than it sounds. We go to plugins, we're gonna add new. We're gonna add a temporary plugin, which is called, look for child theme. Then we have the child theme configurator. We press install now, and then you press activate. And now we can go to tools, child themes, right there. You click on it. We're gonna press analyze. we're gonna give the child theme a different name. I like to do this with the name of your website. For my example, on this website, it is Divi Doctor. Just scroll down a bit and you go to click to edit child theme attributes. And here you're gonna give the name of your child theme, the name of your website, Divi Doctor in my example. The theme website is HTTPS, your title name. The author is you, so you can fill in your own name right here. The WordPress Doctor. What is your website? Well, if you have another website, you can fill it in, or else you can just use your own website from which we are creating right now. I have another website, wordpressdoctor.com. The theme description, just a child theme to store all our add-ons. Theme tags, my awesome website. And this is the first version you're building, I think. So press this, check this box and press create new child theme. Now this plugin will do all the heavy lifting for us. So this is great. All right, it's checking it now and this theme is functioning correctly. We can go back to plugins right now. Go to plugins, installed plugins. And we're gonna deactivate the child theme configurator because we don't need it anymore. And press delete. Yes, we want to delete the child theme configurator. Now the next thing we're gonna do, we go to appearance, we go to themes. Well, now you can see that you have a new theme, which is your child theme. We're gonna press activate. Nothing really happens because the child theme is just empty right now, but we're going to change it. You go to appearance and you go to theme editor. And now we are at our child theme. As you can see, it's beautiful, it's just empty. Go to this functions.php right there. And go all the way down to rule 25. Press enter and paste in the code you can find in the folder you've downloaded in the description of this video with all the images and all the snippets. And there is another snippet called redirect visitors to the coming soon page right there. That's it. You only have to copy it in right there. And when you press this button update file, it will check automatically if what you have entered will not break your entire website. When it does, it will not save it. So you're always safe with this. Isn't that awesome? I really love WordPress. Press update file, it will check it and it's been edited successfully. Now what will happen? Go up here to your website and press open link in new private window. And now you will always be redirected to this page. Isn't that awesome? So if I just go to my homepage, for example, no, you're not logged in, so you will go to this coming soon page. Do we have a homepage? No, we will be redirected to our coming soon page. This works great. We're gonna close this window. And congratulations, you have now created a child theme and also successfully added your first custom PHP. Hey, I'm proud of you. Isn't this awesome? You are now really creating your own website, doing it the pro way. I'm so proud of you. You know, just go grab a drink or something. I prefer water. Go grab a drink because you deserved it. All right. The next thing we're going to do is update Divi, because as you can see, if I press this button up here, the update, you will see that we have a new version of Divi. When I try to select this and press update themes, what you will see is a warning, because before you can receive it, you must first authenticate that you really bought Divi. How do we do that? We go to Divi and we go to theme options. You only have to do this once, so go to updates, and here you need to enter your username and your API key. Where can you find these things? Of course, on the Elegant Themes website. Let's go there right now. All right, you go to elegantthemes.com. You fill in your credentials here, and remember you have to use a username which you have generated buying Divi. And you press login, and then we go up there to account, and we go to username and API keys. Then we go to API keys right there. And if you now scroll down, you can find all the API keys for all your websites. And if you now scroll down, you can find all your API keys for all different websites you have ever created with Elegant Themes. As you can see, I have been in this game for a very long time. So what you will do is we're gonna press this button, generate new API key, press it, add a label for reference, and just use the name of your website we're creating, dividoctor.com, so you know exactly what this API key was for. Just click on the API key and it will copy it to your clipboard. And that's all you have to do right here. We go back to WordPress, copy your API key from your clipboard and also add your username in here and press Save Changes. Then it will give you a green check mark and we're all set. And now we go to update our Divi theme. We go up here and we're gonna select them and we're gonna press Update Themes. And here you go. Now it will update your Divi theme on the fly. And when it's all done, we have the newest version of Divi, and you can always update Divi with full confidence that nothing is going to break. Why is that? First of all, they do a really good job in updating the Divi theme. I have never encountered site breaking problems. And that is a lot different than most of my clients when they come to me before they have Divi. So you can always safely update Divi. It will never break. I have websites from 2014 built in Divi and they're running on the latest version of Divi because nothing breaks. It is awesome. It is awesome. Now it's time to really start building our website. We go to Pages and All Pages because we are going to create our first homepage. You see the privacy policy and the sample page. We will be removing the sample page. And if you want to create a privacy policy later on, you can still do that. But let's press the trash button over here just for the sake of clarity and to see exactly what we're doing. All right, the first thing we are going to create is our homepage and it's going to be great. So press Add New right there to create a new page. The title will be Home, because this is our home page. And the URL slug is also home. That is really good. Now we're gonna press publish up there. Are you ready to publish? Yes, we are. We're gonna press publish. And now you can press use Divi Builder. And we're going to create a website from scratch. Of course, you can choose a pre-made layout and it makes you choose on 178 and almost 1600 layouts of website pages. We are not going to do this in this tutorial because I want to teach you how to create your very own pro website. So click on Build from Scratch. And this is what we see, a blank page. The header and footer are still there. We're gonna change that later on, but first we're gonna create our beautiful homepage. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add a row. Let's choose this row for this website. All right, and we're gonna add a text module. Add it in. So leave this text as it is. We gotta work on this later. First, we are going to the row settings. Press on this button. And then the first thing we are going to do is we go to column settings right there. Then you go to background and we go to image and we're going to add a background image. Now you need to upload your file from my folder and the file is called Riding Bike BG for background. Copy the title into your alt text. Always do that. And press upload image. All right, now we have a background image, as you can see. Press this green icon right there, save changes. And we go to here to design. Then you go to sizing. We're gonna use a custom gutter width of 1. What does this do? Well, as you can see it moving, it makes sure that there's no spacing between the two columns. We're gonna press this equalize column heights also. And we're gonna make the width of your entire row 100%. Also the max width is 100%. Now things start to shake up. Then we go down to spacing and we're gonna zero out the padding. That means 0 right there and 0 right there because I wanted to make it really smooth and nice. All right, press this save changes button right there. And then we go to the section settings. Press this icon. You go to design. You go to spacing, and we're gonna zero out this padding also. Top 0, bottom 0. This looks way better. Then we press save changes. All right, this is a good time to save your page. So Ctrl S on your keyboard or just down in the menu right there, save it. Okay, back to our text. Now you hover over your text and press this module settings. And we're gonna change this entire text to 360. Then we go to background. And we're gonna add a background color. So click on this white right there. And then we're gonna click on this gear icon. And we are going to make it a little bit transparent. So let's keep this to 46. That's nice. And then we go to design right here. We go to text and we're going to, first we're gonna change the text font to, let's say, Nunito. If you have used it before, it's here in your recent fonts. If not, just type in Nunito. It's a very popular font, so we're gonna use this one. And we're gonna change the color to white and the text size to 175. Well, that's really big, isn't it? Go to your text line height and we're gonna make it 0.2. Something's about to happen. And then we scroll down and we go to sizing. In your white, we are going to change this to 60% so that it changes how it interacts with the background. We're gonna align the module in the center and then we go to spacing right there because we need to give it some space. On the top margin, I would like to have 15 few white. And on the padding, I would like to have on the top 3 few white. And on the left and right side, I want to have 5 few white. And we're going to press this icon and then it's centered in the middle. Now, when developing a website, you always want to make sure that your website looks good on mobile. When you press this icon right here, phone view, it will switch to our phone view. As you can see, this 360 is way too big for a mobile phone. So we're gonna press this brush icon and this goes immediately to design and text. We're gonna press this icon right here to change the font on mobile devices because 175 pixels on mobile is just like this. So we're gonna change this to, let's say, 100 pixels. Yeah, that's awesome. And also check on tablet. How does it look? Well, on tablet it's all right. Let's go back to desktop. And we're gonna save this module right there. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add another text module. Enter in text. The text will be repair by end-rent 360 days a year. And then we go to background. We're going to add a white background. And of course, we want to have it transparent, so 0.46. will be our color. And then we go to design, we go to text, and here is where it becomes interesting. We're gonna change the text font to Nunito, because I like that font. We're gonna use a different text color, but I want you to be able to change the colors of your entire website in just one click. So when you click on the global, this is what you see. But we're gonna add a color, just press this, and we are going to add the dark gray color, which you can find in the snippets of the file. I have also placed the color codes right there. Press OK, and then we press this plus icon. So now we're here, we're also gonna add 2 other colors we will be using throughout the entire website. It makes it possible for you to change all the colors in the entire website with just one global color. This system is really, really, really awesome. Just press this plus icon, enter your color code, the gold one, and press save. Now we have 2 colors. And we're gonna add one more, which is a broken white color. Let's call it that way. And add it in and press save. Here you go. All right, so now we have the 3 colors we will be using a lot on this website. And you will be able to change this really easy. And we're gonna select the dark gray color. Then we are going to change the text size to 40 pixels. And of course the text line height to 1.2. Then we scroll down and we are of course going to change the sizing. You guessed it, we're gonna change it to 60%. And we're gonna align the module in the center so then it looks this way. This looks really great, but I want to change. Let's get back a bit and change Nunito to Oswald. Yeah, I think that's better. All right, let's go further. Let's go to spacing. We're gonna add some margin 15 view wide on the bottom. So now we get a real awesome box right there. Let's also add 3 view wide to the bottom so that we get a nice more spacing in there, and also some left and right padding spacing of 5 view wide. This looks really great. All right, we can close this module by pressing Save Changes right there. This is a good time to save your page again. Let's create the second column. First of all, we're going to add a background image, so we're gonna see what we're doing. We go to row settings right there. We go to the settings of the second column, press the gear icon. We go to background, and we go to this one, background image. We're gonna add an image. The name is Street BG. We're gonna copy this and paste it in right here, and we're gonna upload this image. Press the button down there. Now don't worry guys, all these images are completely free and 100% copyright free. You can do whatever with it what you want. So you don't have to worry that these images will get you sued or anything. No, they're all from a safe place. Alright, as you can see, this is beautiful, but what I want to have it more white on top, and then I can place something above this one. So we're going to the gradient backgrounds. We're gonna press this plus button. And we're gonna select the color, make it white, and also, of course, transparent to make it 0.92. That is perfect. Press OK. We're gonna select this color and we're gonna make it transparent. Then you scroll down a bit and you're gonna press this button, place gradient above background image. So now you'll see that the gradient has been placed on top. And again, press save. Now we're going to create the right side of the column. So we're gonna press this plus icon. We're gonna create a text module. The text content will be rent. And we can go to design, you go to text. We're gonna change the text font to Oswald right there. We're gonna use the global text color that we just created, the dark gray. And we go to the text size and let's bump it real big to make it 52. Scroll down. Then we go to text alignment. We're going to center it. And then we go to spacing right here. We're going to give it some spacing, 3 view wide there, and on the bottom 1 view wide. Alright, we can just save this module. Now I will show you a trick that you can easily copy modules below them. Just press this icon right here, duplicate module. Here you go. Press the gear icon. Now we have the identical module down there, except we're gonna change it, of course. The text will be, go with your rental bikes comfortably through New York. As you can see, it is way too big. So press on the brush icon or go to design and go to text. And we're gonna change the text font to default. Why is that? Well, I'm going to show you later on. The text font white should be regular. The text color would be the global color. All these settings are from the other module. So because we duplicated it. So it's very useful. We're going to change this text size to 20 pixels. This is nice. Then we go down and we go to spacing. We're going to remove the top margin and the bottom margin also. So now it really goes up to rent. You can also make some spacing if you like to have more space. And then you press save. We go here, we're gonna create some awesome modules. Press this plus icon. And now we're gonna make use of a different module, which is called the blurb module. You can use it with icons, with images. It is really useful. We're gonna remove the content right there and the title will be electric bikes. Go to the image and icon. And as I said, you can use an icon here and you can choose all these icons from elegant themes. There are a lot of them, but we're not going to use icons right now. We're going to use an image. So we're going to upload a file, and the file you need to upload is called electric bike white. Copy the alt text, upload the image, and now we have our beautiful white bike. And then we go to background and we're gonna press the white color. All right, then we go to design, we go to title text, and then we're gonna change the title text color into our global dark gray color. That's it. Then we go to sizing and we're going to change the white to 50%. And of course, align the module in the center. Then we go down to spacing. We're going to create the margin on top of 3 few wide because we need some spacing between the text above it. And we want some padding on the sides of 1 few wide over there and 1 few wide on the left and right. And now it looks pretty nice. Let's go down to border. We're going to create a little detail. We're going to click on this icon to use only the bottom border. We're going to make the bottom border 4 pixels. And we're going to go to the global colors. We're going to get our golden color right there. This looks pretty awesome. All right, we're also going to create a little effect. So when you hover your mouse over this image, the image will actually change to another image. Because whatever you are doing with your website, if you're selling or you're just blogging or anything, you want to sell emotions. So this is product pushing. This is an electric bike. You can buy it or rent it in this case. You want to rent the emotion, the feeling that people get when they rent a bike with you. So we go back to content, we go to image and icon, and when you hover your mouse over your image, you will see these icons. Let's click on this one, which is the hover option. On desktop, it looks like this, but when you hover it, we can choose another image. So click on the bike again. We're going to upload electric bike blue. This is it. Copy the alt text again, upload image. And now when we have on desktop is this, and when you hover over it, it becomes this. It will trigger an emotion, a feeling, because somebody is experiencing this bike. It's pretty neat, right? Save changes, and now we have our first blurb module right there. So let's create another one just below that. If you want to do it really easy, just press on this duplicate button right there, and you will have exactly the same module below it. It is that easy. Yes, it is that easy, but we're going to change it a little bit. So we're going to press this gear icon, module settings. And the title will be Go Dutch. Image and icon, we're going to change the desktop image. We're going to use the Dutch bike, of course. Dutch bike. We actually use a lot of these bikes because they're pretty useful. You can put anything on the front side, as we will see with the hover image. Press on this one. We're going to upload Dutch bike white. Copy the alt text, upload an image. All right, so now when you hover on it, you get this, and this looks really great. All right, let's go to design. And we're also gonna add 3 few wide to the bottom so that we have a little bit more spacing on the right side of our module. Isn't this neat? So this is your hero right now. You can create anything you want, but as you are playing around now with Divi, you know that there are limitless options to create anything you want, but we are going even further. We are going to create another section right there. So scroll down a bit. First we're going to save this page, press Ctrl S on your keyboard. We're going to press the blue icon right there, add new section. Press it. We want a regular section and we want a normal row with just a single line. All right, in this row, we want a text module. And this text module will contain full service bike shop. Now, this one needs to be a H1 because we are telling Google that we have a full service bike shop. If you want to know more about SEO, you really have to watch my basic SEO training I give to all my clients. So make sure to watch that after we've created your website, of course. Full service bike shop right there. Let's go to design. This time you will need to go to heading text because it is a heading H1. Also, when you click on the brush icon, you will go immediately to the heading text. Let's keep the heading font to default. And you know what? Let's change it right now on the default heading. So you go to your website, your dashboard, you go open link in new tab. So we can return to this tab in just a minute. From here, you go to Divi and you go to Theme Customizer. Because those default fonts are really useful in the long run. If you ever want to change your font, this is the way to do it. Go to General Settings, go to Typography, go to your header font right there. And we're gonna change this to Oswald. So you have to scroll down to the O and select Oswald. And for the body font, we will use Nunito, where you're at, Nunito. And now we press publish right there. That's it. All right, we can close this one. And now we can go back to this page. Keep your heading font on default, because when we save this page and we refresh it, it will go to the font we have just selected. Because if I change it right here, you have to, if you want to change your fonts into your entire website, you have to go back to every module and do it manually. And this way, you can do it with just 3 clicks. You know what? We can't actually see what the default font is right now. So we're gonna save this, save your page. And after you've saved your page, you can just refresh your page by pressing F5 on your keyboard. And then it will load it up again. And now you will see, press Don't Restore. And now you will see that the default font of this module have just changed to Oswald, because that's what we put into the theme customizer. All right, let's get back to designing. We're gonna make the heading text size 50 pixels to make it really big. Let's give it a 4 pixels letter spacing, and we're going to, of course, align it in the middle of our screen. And we're gonna save this one because this is okay. All right, next up, we're gonna add another text module. Text. Our store offers you a full service for all types of bicycles. And then we go to design and we click on text, and then we're going to change the text size to 20 pixels. As you can see, already the text font has been changed to Nunito. That is pretty useful. For the text color, we're going to use our dark gray global color. Did we do that on the other one? Let's check really quick if we changed this one to also the global color. No, we did not. Go to global and make it dark gray. All right, then we're going to save it. We go back to this one, go back to designing the text, and we are going to align this one, of course, in the center. And then we're going to save this one and close this module. All right, press Ctrl S on your keyboard. We are going to change this section. So press on the gear icon, you go to background, and you go to your global colors, and we're going to use this grayish broken white color. Press save. Now this is going to look awesome. We're going to add a new row right there, because now we want 3 different columns. And we are going to add a text module. Enter it. Then we're going to type in by, and this will be a H2. Press enter on your keyboard. The complete collection of big brands or custom bikes. Great. Then you go to background, and we're gonna make this white. But when you hover on it, I want it to be that golden color from the global. So we're gonna add golden. All right. Then we go to design. You go to text, and we're gonna change the text color to our global dark gray. But when you hover over it, I want it to be just simple white. Let's change the text size to 18 pixels. And then we scroll down and we go to heading text. Make sure to press on H2, because that is what this one is. If you press the brush icon, you will go immediately to H2. So the heading is already changed to Oswald. We're going to make the font style uppercase. The text color is gonna be dark gray again, but when on desktop, but when we hover on it, it is going to be white. Yes, very good. Let's make this 40 pixels and scroll down, and now we go to spacing, because we need to give it a little bit of space. So we're gonna add 1 view white also on the bottom, and we're gonna add 1 view white on the left side and 1 view white on the right side. Then 1 down to border, because we want to give it a real nice effect. As you can see, we're still in hover mode, but that's okay. It will change back when we press save changes. Then you go to border styles. We're gonna add this bottom border. Of course, again, 4 pixels. We're gonna use the global golden color. And then we press save changes. All right, now we go to the row settings. We're going to spice things up a bit. You go to the first column and we press this gear icon. And then we go to background. we're going to upload a background image called Buy Bike Shop. Copy it in again, upload image. All right, you won't see anything now because it is behind the module. So you go to design and you go to spacing. And then we're gonna add right there 300 pixels. Hey, there is the beautiful image. And on the left side, just for the little detail, 50 pixels right there. Now this looks pretty awesome. We're gonna save this. You wanna see a real cool trick? I want to have 3 columns right there, but I now don't want to design this whole thing with your hover modes. So what you're gonna do? We're gonna press this trash icon right there, trash again. Then we're gonna duplicate this column and duplicate this column. And now we have 3 exact the same columns and we only need to fine tune them one by one. Isn't that awesome? I mean, Divi makes your life as a website creator so much easier. Just go into the settings of this column. We go to background. And of course, we're going to change this background to something else. We're going to upload a new file. The file repair bike shop. And press upload image. Wow. We're going to save this one. And we're going to the third column. And we're going to change the background. You see that also all the titles here are changed to Oswald Bell. Okay. Upload files. And we're going to upload the file rent bike shop. Upload image. And here we are. Save this one. Save these row settings. And now as you scroll down, you can just easily change this text by hovering over it, go to the settings, and just change this to repair. And this one too. We have experience with all brands and all types. Save it. This one, you can just make it whatever you want. Let's make it rent. Solid bikes that are ready to go for your journey. And we press save. Now save this page. And now if you want to see if all these hover things work, just press exit Visual Builder right there. And if you hover over it, you will see another image that is just great. And if you go to the other section we just created, and if you hover over it, it will turn to another color. I think we have done a pretty good job. So congratulations, drink on that. But we are not done yet. So we scroll down. We're gonna enable the Visual Builder again. We're gonna create a new section right there. So click on Add New Section. We're gonna use a regular section. And we're gonna use this row with 2 columns. Click on it. First module we are going to add is a text module. And the text we're going to add is very simple, why. Then you go over to design. You go to text, and we are going to change the text font to Oswald. We are going to change the color to the global gold color. The text size will be 80 pixels on desktop. We're gonna change it later on for mobile, just hold on. The line height will be 1.3, and then we're gonna save this module. Press Save Changes. So for the next module, we are going to duplicate this module. Press duplicate. And we're going to change this. And we're going to change the text to we do, comma, what we do. All right, then you go to design and we go to text. And we're going to change the text color to our global dark gray color. This looks great. The text size is great. The text line height. Well, let's change this to 0.3. This looks really great. We're gonna save this one. And then we're gonna add another text module. Just press this plus button. We're gonna add another text module down there. And the text will be the enthusiasm for cycling and the attention for detail distinguishes our biking shop. All right. You go to design. We go to text. We're going to change the text size to 20 pixels. We're going to use the global dark gray color. And as you can see, it's a little bit too close to the other titles. So we go down there, we go to spacing. We're going to add 5 feet wide, that's okay. And when I'm seeing this, I think these letters need to have a little bit more spacing. So we go to design, and this time we were working with the line height. So we can just up this a little bit. Yes, that's okay. But now you see that the space between the letters from the golden letters and the dark gray letters is not the same. So you scroll down a bit and you go to spacing. We're gonna add a little bit of margin on the top. Let's say 3 few wide. I like this. All right, for our next thing we are going to do, we are going to add a few pictures up there so people can really get to know us. So we're gonna add a new module and we're gonna add a image module. Click on it. And then we're gonna upload a file and you can use the file handsome mechanic number 1. All right. So the alt text should be, of course, the name of this person, but let's use handsome mechanic 1. This is one handsome mechanic. Then we go to design. Then you go to alignment and I want to align this one on the right side of the row. That's beautiful. And that's it. We can close this one right here. We're gonna save it. And then we're going to add another image, add image. And then we're gonna add, of course, the handsome mechanic number 2. That is a woman. And we're gonna upload the image. Well, let's get a little bit creative with these boxes in here. We go to design, then we go to spacing. And we're going to change the margin because what I want is a little bit of overlapping, a little bit of a bit playful design right here. So then you add the minus sign and we're gonna add minus 75 pixels. There you go. Now the image is on top of the other image. This is great. We're going to the left one of the margin. We're gonna add minus 50 pixels. And then we're going to save this one. Let's add another image just as the same as the handsome mechanic number 1. Just press the plus icon, add a new image. Of course, you can also duplicate it, but then you need to change all the spacing again. So this works sometimes faster. And you click on the image. And we're gonna add handsome mechanic number 3. There you go, upload it right there. You go to design, we go to alignment. We're going to align it on the right side, the same as with the handsome mechanic number 1. And then we go to spacing. And what I want this image to go behind the mechanic number 2, like this, minus 75 pixels. All right, then we're going to save this one. However, what you see right now happening is that this image is overlapping this image. What I want is I want this image to go below mechanic number 2. How are we going to do that? Well, now comes a little thing in place we call the Z index. How does it work? Just go into the module settings of mechanic number 3. You go to advanced, you go to position. And here you can see the Z index. This actually dictates the priority of the level where the modules will be according to each other. We are going to give this guy a Z index of 10, for example. We're gonna save it. It's still on top, all right? Then we go to this image and we're going to change this position, go to advanced position. We're going to give her the Z index of 15. And we press save. And what you will see is that the image with the highest Z index will go on top of the other one. It's amazing, it's really useful. Let's add another module to make things way more smoother. Scroll down a little bit and we're gonna add the plus icon. We're gonna add a divider. Click on divider. We don't want to show the divider, so you can switch this off. But then you go to design and we go to border. Click on that. We're gonna create a border of 4 pixels. And we're going to use the color, our great golden color. That's beautiful. Then you scroll up a little bit and then we go to spacing and then we're going to create a padding of 200 pixels. And I want this to be on both sides. As you can see right now, we have a beautiful rectangle. But now we are going to move this thing up behind and over the images. It's gonna look awesome. But so how are we going to do that? We go to advanced, we go to position, and we're going to change the position from relative to absolute. I want this to be absolute. All right. As you can see, now it is over mechanic number 1, but I want it to go in the middle. So we're going to pick this one right there. And now it's beautiful in the middle. That looks awesome. And now what you can do is you can play with the Z index to see what will happen. If we go to Z index of 10, it will go over mechanic number 3 and over mechanic number 1, but behind mechanic number 2. Isn't that awesome? So as you can see, when I change this to a higher value, I will go over mechanic number 2. But if I lower this one to a lower value, whoop, here we go. Now we are behind all of them because I have changed the Z index to, when I change it to 10, I will go on top of mechanic number 3, but behind mechanic number 1. Well, what do I actually want? I want it to go behind mechanic number 3, but over mechanic number 1 and behind mechanic number 2. You get it? So let's change the Z index to 9 because you gotta be honest, this looks really great. We're gonna save this one right there. It looks great, but what you can see right now is the text column has to be a bit lower to fit all the images. Because when we lower this side, then it looks great. If you want to lower an entire column, you don't go and change the first module, but you go into the settings of this row. And we go to the first column right there, and we're gonna press this gear icon. Here you go. You go to design, you go to spacing, and you're gonna add a little bit of padding on the top. So let's see how much we need. Well, let's try 6 view wide. This comes really close. Let's change this to 7. Well, I would say we use the divider for our middle section and the woman mechanic number 2 for our center line. So we are going to, I think 8 view wide is perfect. Let's save this, save it again. And now you have a beautiful section right there. There's one thing we need to change though, is I think the background looks better when it's not white, but it is the grayish broken white. So we're gonna change the section settings. We go to background and we go to global and we're gonna change it to this one. Yes, this looks awesome. So this is a good time to save your page. I'm gonna show you another thing we can do, because what we like to do is we have to like interaction with the user. You're gonna go to mechanic number 1, we go to advanced and we go to scroll effects. With these scroll effects you can do amazing things. It's really awesome. So what do I want with this image? I want all these images to really slide in place when we scroll down and up. So we need to use the horizontal motion. Click on it and press enable. As you can see it starts moving right away. So when I move up, it goes this way. And when I move down, it goes this way. And if you now look at the scrolling, when I go down, it goes further than the place we wanted to go. That is because the ending offset is set to -4. Let's change this to 0. There you go, back in your place, mechanic number 1. And now when you scroll up, it will come from the side, go in and stay on the place where we want it to be. That's great. We're going to save this. We're also going to use mechanic number 2. Oh, do you see what's happening? There is a conflict between the Z indexes of these two things, because Divi is not sure which one you want to select. Do you want to select your image or do you want to select this box, the divider? How can we work with that? Well, I'm going to show you. Just open up the options down there if it wasn't open already. Go to this options right here. And here you can customize the builder settings toolbar. And we're going to press this one and this one. And then we're going to close it. Now you have 2 extra tools. This is hover mode and this is click mode. So when you press on click mode, now when I hover my mouse over things, I don't see the options right away. See that? But when I click on it, so I click on this image, then it will stay in place and I can hover everything and you can select the boxes you will want. If also this doesn't work, because when I want to go to the options, it doesn't work, it's like the other one. There's another way. If you go down here, you have the wireframe view. If you click on it, now you will see how our website has been built up on the backend. This is the section, this is the row, this is the text we created, and these are the images and the divider that we created. Go to the image you want to change, press the gear icon. If you want to change all the labels you see here, you can go to admin label and change this to mechanic number 2. And as you will see in the wireframe here, The labels will also change. It's useful if you switch a lot between the wireframe view and the desktop view, then the admin labels are really useful for your own convenience. So what do we want it to do? While this box is open, the options, you can go back to the desktop view. And now you will see that we can change mechanic number 2 while we are in desktop view. We go to advanced, we go to scroll effects, we go to horizontal motion, and we're going to enable this one. And then I want the ending offset again to be 0. And I want this to come from the left side. So I don't want it to come from the right side like mechanic number 1. No, I want it to come from the left side. So our starting point should be -2. Let's see how that is. They just slide into place. Well, we can also change this to -4. And then when you scroll down, you will see that it appears right there. But I don't like it that mechanic number 2 is sliding over our text. So we're going to change this one to 0.3, -3, -2.5. I think -2.5 is awesome. As you can see, the text is still readable. And there they go. This is great. What I also would like to see is that they fade out a bit. So we go to fading in and out. Press this one, and we're going to enable it right there. And then you see the starting capacity is 0%, mid is 100, and ending at 100. Let's see how that looks. Here you go. And now our mechanic number 2 is completely gone, and when we slide in, they appear. This is a beautiful effect. We're going to save it because I like it. You can change it, of course, any way you would like. And I also want mechanic number 1 to fade, so we're going to the options of mechanic number 1. We go to advanced, scroll effects, and we go to fading in and out. Press this one, enable it. And I think that's everything we need to do for this one. We go up, there he goes. And when I scroll down, there he is. Beautiful. Now, if I want these scroll effects of mechanic number 1 to be copied to mechanic number 3, there is an easy way to do that. Just press on the options right here, or press your right mouse button on the scroll effects and press copy. Copy your scroll effects. It works exactly the same. Copy scroll effects. Save this. Go to your mechanic number 3. Press on him. We have a conflict right there. So we go to the wireframe. We go to, and then you see the image right here, which is mechanic number 3. You can change the label, of course, but now we press this module settings and we pressed paste scroll effect styles. Or you can just use your right mouse button on the module and press paste scroll effect styles. Paste it in. And now when we switch to desktop view, you will see that the image of mechanic number 3 does exactly the same as mechanic number 1. However, there is a little bit of problem because from user experience, when you scroll down, where do you stop? Do you stop here? Do you stop here and you want to read the left side? Or do you scroll even further? I think people will stop over here. The problem is our mechanic number 3 is not in its right place and he is still a bit faded away. So we are going to change that. Go into your wireframe, go to your mechanic number 3. We're gonna press the gear icon. Switch back to, well, let's change the admin label first to mechanic number 3 or whatever. All right, then switch to your desktop view right there. Scroll down a bit. And what we want to achieve is when the readers are here, the image is already in position and not faded anymore. Because you always have to think from your visitor's point of view, how will they see the website and how will they use it? When I visit my own website, it feels like this image has not come into place on the right time. So it feels not professional. Well, if there's one thing you don't want is that your website doesn't feel professional. So we go to advanced, we go to scroll effects. First, we're going to change the horizontal motion to get in place a little bit more earlier. So what you're going to do, we're going to use this slider to slide to the right side until it is in its place right there. So we're going to put it on 25%. Let's test it out. When I scroll down now, is it in place? Yes. And it also means that it slides a little bit quicker than the others. That's okay. Let's go to fading in and out. And we're gonna change this one to the same. Well, let's stop the animation at 25%. Let's see how that works for us. We go up, we go down, why we do what we do, and here they come, sliding into place, stopping at the perfect time. I really like this. We're going to save this one, and we're going to save this page. First, I'm going to switch back to hover mode because I like this more. And now we're going to save this page right there because this home page is really starting to look awesome. Don't you think? We have hover images, we have hover colors right there, we have moving images. This is pretty awesome. Alright, but we're not done yet. Of course not. I still want to create 2 sections. I want to expand this a little bit to have a little bit of introduction about our shop. So we're going to add a new row right there. And let's use this one. We're going to use an image on the left side. Press image. We're going to upload the file called bike shop inside. So now people can actually see the inside of the bike shop. I don't think this is the most prettiest picture they could have made, but we'll just use this one because it was not copyrighted and rights free. So we're going to use this one. All right, save this one because this is everything we need to do on this image. Press save. Then we go to the second column. We're going to add text. And the text is just a little bit of text about when it was founded by the WordPress doctor, etc., etc. Then we go to design and we go to text. And the only thing we are going to change is the color. We're going to change it to our dark gray, and the text size is going to be 20 pixels. All right, that's it for this one. We're going to press save changes. I really like this rectangle right there. So we're going to create another one below the image. Just press the add new module. We're going to add a divider again. You know what? Why don't we just copy that one and add it to there? Let's see if that works. Just scroll up a bit. Hover your mouse over this one. It has a really big conflict. So we go to wireframe. We go down there. We have mechanics. We have our divider. Press on this duplicate button. Now, the beautiful thing about Divi is it's so flexible. You can just hold this one and just move it below the image and drop it. Go back to your desktop view. And let's see what happens. There is our beautiful divider up there. Well, I don't like the way it styles right now. So we go to the settings and we go to design. We go to spacing. And then we go to the padding bottom and we change it from 200 to 300. However, because it's linked, the other one changes also. I don't want that, but it's not the same as the image. So we're going to unlock this one and we're going to change this one back to 200. There you go. Well, let's change the margin a bit to make it a bit more playful. Let's go with minus 75 pixels. That's a bit too much. Let's go to minus 20. But let's go on the left side to minus 50. That looks great. Well, let's make it minus 75. Yes, this is what I want. This looks great. Then we go to advanced. We go to position. We're going to change this set index to 5. Save it. Because what I want to achieve is this image. I want it to be on top of the divider. And now the divider is on top of the image. I don't want that. So we go to click modus. I click on the image. and change the image. I go to advanced. I go to position. And I go to change the Z index to 10. We can also change it to 6. But I always use steps of 5 because you can always, if you have more modules, you can always go to 9, 8, 7, for example. Let's save it. Now we have even more information about our store. What I miss actually is just a call to action right here with a button which says, let's learn more about us. So we go to these hover modus again. We go click on the plus button, add a new module, and we go for buttons. Add a button in. The button text will be more about us. And you go to design. Let's go to button. We're going to use custom styles for button. Hit that switch. And then we go to the button text color. We're going to make it white. And then you go to the button background and you press on global and you use our beautiful color button. Now you can see we have our beautiful button with the golden style. However, what I don't like about this is the white border around the button. So what are we going to do? You scroll down a bit and you go to button border white and change this to 0 pixels. Now we don't have a button border. I do want, however, to change the button font. Let's change this to Nunito. And our button is done right now. So before we save this and go away, I want to show you another thing. When you now go to preset right there, you can press it. What I want to achieve is that when I add a button module, this button shows up. It will make our life as designers way more easier. And when I save this button as a preset, anytime in the future when I will change this preset, all my buttons throughout my entire website will be changed. Not only the color, but we can change everything. The icons, we can change the size of this thing. Everything will be changed in one go. How awesome is that? Divi makes your life so much easier. So we are going to press this button. Update preset with current styles. We press it, then we get a warning. Are you sure this will affect all button modules using the button default preset across your entire site? Do you wish to proceed? Yes, sir, we do. Press yes. And now we're going to save this button. We're going to save this page. And now I show you what will happen when I just press this plus button and I will go with a button. And as you can see right now, the button style is immediately the same as we have created our main button. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it is, doctor. I want to finish this page with a map. I want to show visitors where our bike shop actually is. So we're going to add a new section right here. And we're going to use a full white section. Press on full white. And what we will need, you might think, well, we're going to a full white map. So the first thing you will see is this for development purposes. Only this page can't load Google Maps correctly. Do you own this website? Because what you need is an API key. Creating a Google Maps API key is a bit of a hassle, and also it is limited. That means when you have a lot of visitors, for example, if you have more than 1 million visitors on your website, then Google says, well, that's okay, but the more traffic you generate, you have to pay per 1,000 views. And it's gonna cost you a couple of cents, but when you have 1 million of views, it really starts adding up. So we're not gonna use the full white map setting, just close this. Delete the module again by pressing on the trash can. And we're gonna press this plus icon again. What we are going to add is a full white code. Press on it, and there's nothing here. I'm gonna show you how you add a Maps module the easiest way. Open a new tab and go to Google Maps. And on Google Maps, we type in Gizmo cycling. And if you zoom out a little bit, then you see that this is Las Vegas in the middle of the desert. So, but when I embed this map on our website, do people see exactly where we are? Well, if you live in Las Vegas, but you still need to look at it and say, oh, there's Whispering Timbers, there is Walmart. So what do you want to do? And they have to think. And you don't want people to think on your website, trust me. There has been written a book about it. Don't make me think. It's an excellent book for online marketing. Zoom out on your map. This is what I want to see on my website. So people know exactly, hey, this is Vegas and there is the bike shop that the website is on. All right, we press share right there. We're gonna press embed a map and then you press copy HTML. Just click on it. Then we go back to our website. And what do? You just paste in the code we've just copied from Google Maps. Hopsa. This looks great, but I want this map to be full white. So what are we gonna do? You go to white right there and we're gonna change this to 100%. There, this looks really great. The only thing we need to do right now is we're going to save it and we are going to save our page. Before we do anything else, we need to check if this page is completely responsive, okay for different devices. So you go down there, you click on this button and you go to the mobile view. Here we go. And now we are going to assess this thing. Just put it on the phone that you have. I have an iPhone 10, so I'm gonna put it on there. And then I can see that some things are not quite as nice as I want to. Because, well, I think this is pretty okay, but then the rent is, as you can see, it is full over the other one. So we're just going to open up this module. And then you go to design, you go to spacing. And as you can see, we've already changed this, but let's go to the mobile version right there. And we're gonna add a little bit more top. So let's say we're gonna use 50 pixels. And at the bottom, also 50 pixels. Now this is way better. Now we have more spacing, so that is very, very nice. All right, this looks all great. Let's go down more. This is also acceptable. Yes, the buy things, the repair and the rent. This all looks pretty good, so I'm happy with this one. Why we do what we do. I like the size of this one. It is really in your face, and on mobile this really looks great. If you scroll down now, we get all our images from all the different kinds of mechanics. And what you will notice right here is this is perfect. Nothing is going wrong right here. Here we go. There's something wrong here. We have the image and we have the border around it, which is way too big for our mobile devices. So how do we fix that? You go to the settings of your divider right there. We go to design and then we go to spacing. And here you change the padding. Don't forget to click on the mobile icon. And then we're gonna change the padding to 100 and 150. Let's see how that looks. This looks really great. However, on the left side, you still see that the border is completely gone. You can leave it this way if you like it. If you don't, go to margin, press the mobile icon. And here we go. We're gonna make it from 75 to 25. That's it. So we're gonna save this one. All right, so this is all good. The mobile button is okay, and the map right there works like a charm, even on mobile. Let's quickly check our tablet device. We go with a iPad, and on an iPad it just looks really great, guys. So we really don't have to change a lot about the iPad. This looks awesome. Oh. Hey, the rent text is too close again to the title below it. So we go to rent, go to the settings, go to design, you go to spacing. And it's already on tablet mode because we have selected it down there. And now we're gonna add to the bottom, well, let's say 50 pixels again. And let's also give it a top margin of 50 pixels. We're gonna save this, and now it also looks great on our tablet. All right. This page is now completely done, so you can save it down there. And now it is time, I think, to create a beautiful header and a footer, because this website really needs an awesome header and an awesome footer. So we're going to exit Visual Builder and we go to Divi Doctor. We go to the dashboard of your website. On your dashboard, you know you can just change this around, don't you? Well, just a quick tip. If you don't want to have all these things right there, you go to Screen Options. And here you can just close, for example, activity or a quick draft if you're never going to use this. And at a glance, well, you can just change this all the way you want. You can even have your analytics up there. You have to follow another tutorial of mine to use a certain plugin which shows your analytics right here. So the first thing we need to do to create it, we go to Divi, we go to Theme Builder. In our theme builder, you will see our custom header and custom footer for a specific page, our coming soon page. What you also can do to hide your header and your footer, just press this icon, hide it, press save changes. And now if you go to the website in a private window, you also don't have a header and a footer. So there are two ways to accomplish what we just did. All right, let's build our global header. Press the add global header button right there. And then it's gonna say add from library, specific page. No, we don't want to copy it. We don't want to add it from a library. We're gonna build a global header. So press that button. And now we get, of course, the Divi Theme Builder. We're gonna build it from scratch. And we are going to add a normal row. Just add it. And the module we will be adding is a menu module. So add that one in there and click it in. The first thing we'll do, we will be adding a logo. So press on the logo right there and we're gonna add an image. And the file we will be using is, of course, logo.png. Just upload it up there, add the alt text. Mainly you always use your company name, but that's okay right now. And we upload it in, well, it's a beautiful logo, but you can't see it. So we're gonna save this menu. Then you go to the section settings right there, click on it. And you go to background, and we're gonna change the background color to our global dark gray color. Here you go. And while we're here, we go to design, we go to spacing. We're just gonna give them a 0 padding on top and bottom. Then you go to box shadow. And I want to have this menu a awesome shadow like this. As you can see it, there is a very subtle shadow right there, which will be great when you're looking at your website. It just gives that really nice little detail. So I suggest you add it in. Then we go down and we can just save this. We go to the settings of this row because it's still too big for what I want. So press on the row settings, go to design, then you go to spacing, and on the top and bottom you will add 5 pixels, and we're going to save this row. Here you go. And then we go back in the menu module settings. Open them up. First thing we do, we go to background, of course, and we're going to delete this background. And now you can see our logo. Wow, it's awesome. It's the W per bike dog. Well, you know what I mean. So you can add your own logo, of course. Okay, then we go to design and we go to menu text. The active link color is the link. This is the color that will be shown when you're on a page. And then that one on your menu will become this color. We're going to change this, of course, to our beautiful golden color. The menu font, I want this to be Nunito, so we're going to change that. And I want this to be bold. And I also want the menu font to be uppercase because I like that in the menu. And the menu text color will be our global broken white color. This looks really smooth, but when you hover over it, I want it to go to the golden color. So the normal color is the broken white, but when you hover over it, it's gonna be the golden color. Text size of 15 pixels. Scroll down a bit. And we change the text alignment to the center. So we have more space up there. It really feels great. Next thing, we click on the drop-down menu, and here we can change all the colors of our menu. Those are a lot, so let's get started. I want the drop-down menu background color to be dark gray. I like that. The drop-down menu line color should be our golden global color. The drop-down menu text color should be our broken white on the dark gray. That looks great. Active link color, of course, is gold. And then we go to mobile menu background color. That should be also dark gray. And the mobile menu text color should be the broken white. Let's go to the next one, icons. In your icons, you can change all the icons to the golden color. This is the search icon and this is the hamburger menu icon color. If you want to appear the search icon in your menu, just go to content, go to elements and add your search icon. And there it is. I'm not going to use it on this website, but you can always add it in if you want to. Let's go back to design, go back to icons. Okay, so that's basically it for the menu settings. So we're going to press save changes right here. Let's add in another module. I cannot see the plus icon right here, so you know how to change it. You go down there, you go to wireframe, you press on this plus icon. And we're gonna add a social media follow. Click on it. And then we switch back to our desktop view. Let's add a few social networks of our own. I want to have Facebook. Let's go to background immediately and change the background to our global golden color. That looks really great. Don't worry about the icon, we will change it in one go later on. While we're in it, go in and add your own Facebook URL and press save changes. Then we're gonna add another social network. Just press on this copy button, go into the settings, change this to Instagram right here. Then we go to background. All right, press save this one, add your link in, press save changes. And we gotta add another one. Let's add a Twitter icon in. Go to the background, make it global golden, and your link should be, save it. Now I want these social media icons to be on the top right corner. I really like that. How are we going to do that? Well, I'm gonna teach you a trick how to place anything anywhere on your website. Just go to Advanced, you go to Position, and we change the position to Fixed. And then you're gonna press this icon right here in the corner. And as you can see now, our module changes to the up right corner. That's exactly what we want. Then we go down and we're gonna change the vertical offset to 30 pixels. And we're gonna change the horizontal offset to 2 view wide. This looks really great to have it right there. Then we go back to design because I forgot to change the icons. And I want the icons to be our global dark gray. Now that looks very nice. You can also make it white, but I like the dark gray with the dark gray and the golden. This is awesome. If you want to change the size of them, just go on, press this button, and then you can just size them any way you want. But I don't want that because I like this size. This looks great. Press Save Changes. So if you look at our header, you will see that there is a lot of space going on the lower at the bottom of our menu. I don't want that. So we go to the settings of our menu, go to design, you go to spacing and the bottom margin. Watch what happens when you enter a 0. And this looks great, so our menu is done. We're going to save it right here, and this is a good time to save your header right here. But what I also want is that when we scroll our page, our logo goes more to the left and becomes a little bit smaller. That is what we want to achieve because I think it is more nicer and you have more space when you're visiting and watching your pages, looking at your page on your website. How are we going to achieve that? Well, we need a little bit of code, of course. The first thing we're going to do, we need to copy this row. So press duplicate row right there. And now we have 2 rows. Right, next thing you do, we go to this module settings in here. You go to design, we go to sizing, and we are going to change the logo max height to 50 pixels. Now I think it's still not far enough on the left side. So what are we going to do? We're going to save this module. We go to the settings of this row, we go to design, we go to sizing, and then we're going to change the width of this row to 90% and the max width to 100%. There you go. Now this looks pretty awesome. Now we go to spacing and we're going to change the padding to 0 pixels and the bottom also to 0 pixels so that it just becomes a little bit more smaller when we scroll down the page. This is exactly how I like to see it. While we are at this row, we also go to advanced, we go to CSS ID and classes, and we're going to add the class right here of header-2. Exactly that what we're going to need it later on when we enter in the code. We're going to press save. And then we're going to the settings of this row, the upper row. You press it, you go to advanced, go to CSS ID and classes and enter the CSS class of header1. You can find all these tags also in the file you've downloaded, which says which all the CSS classes and codes we need to use. So this one is header1 and we're going to save it right there. Alright, this is starting to look very awesome. However, if we now look at the front side of our website, you will notice that the social media icons are not completely in place. Why is that? Because we have removed some of the pixels from our menu. So how are we going to fix that? We go to Wireframe View and you're going to open the settings of the social media follow, the second one. So down there, press it. Then you go to Advanced, you go to Position, and then we're going to change the vertical offset to 20 pixels. That is because we have taken off 10 pixels from the menu module. Get it? Save changes. And if you now look at the front side, you will see this change. That is great. But now we also want this menu to have it sticked on the top of your page, right? When you're scrolling, the menu is always there. You have to go to the section settings right here. We go to Advanced and we go to scroll effects. And then you have the sticky position. I want it to be sticked on top. That's it. Just press the save. And now we're going to add, for the great finale, we're going to add some coding. So we're going to press this plus icon and we're going to add a code module. And you can just copy and paste the code from the file that you know. All right, then we press save it. And well, what can you do? If you go to Wireframe right now, you will see that you have a code. Oh, it has to be below the social media follow. And then you press this button and you press lock. Now no one can edit it by accident or delete it or anything. Press save. And we're gonna see how it looks on the front side. We're going to close this one. And very important, press save changes again right there. Because when you add a new header, you have to save it again. And you go to open your link in a new tab. And now as you look in your website, you will see this. Where is our beautiful homepage? Well, our homepage is right there. We scroll down, what happens? Whoops, here we go. So our header just swipes into place, it becomes smaller and it goes on the left side, but the icons stay on the same side. This is a beautiful header. I'm really happy with this one. We're gonna fix another thing. If you click on home, WordPress thinks this is your home. Well, it's not our homepage, so we're gonna fix that right now. We go to the dashboard of our website. Then we go to settings and you go to reading. Click on it. Your homepage displays now it says your latest post. No, we want a static page and our homepage is our home. And we press save. If you haven't already done so, you can enter this discard search engine from indexing, but you won't need it. Because of our script, no one can see your website, not even the bots from Google. So now when we go to our website, we press dashboard, we press open link in a new tab. And now this is our homepage and this is the way we want to see it. However, we still don't have pages up there, so we're going to create this menu later on. First, we are going to create an awesome footer. To create our awesome footer, we are going to the theme builder and we're going to add a global footer right there and click on build global footer. Then you click on build from scratch and we are going to create a row with 4 columns. First, we are going to close this one and we are going to change the color of this entire section. So go to your section settings, we go to background and we're going to give it the global dark gray color. Press save changes. And then we are going to add our modules. So the first one is a text module. Just click on text module and we're gonna add contact us. Then you go to design and we go to text. We're gonna change the text font to Oswald. It's right there because we have already used it. We are gonna change the color to our global golden color, the text size, and change this to 30 pixels. That's it, press save changes. Now for the title, you can just duplicate this row because I want to have 3 titles in a row. So you can just duplicate this one like this. That's also possible, but what you can also do is go into the settings of your row, just delete the other columns and just press copy, copy. Now you can copy the entire column. So that's also a quick way to copy your columns so you can create exactly the same everywhere. It really is awesome. We're gonna add another module down there, so press add new module. And the first one is a blurb. Let's add a blurb one. So we're gonna delete the title and the content will be your address. So let's use the other address we used in Las Vegas from the Gizmo shop, the Gizmo cycling shop, so that's okay. Go to image and icon and we're gonna use a icon right there. Pull the switch down to yes. And for the address, I would suggest we use a house right there in the middle. And then we go to design, image and icon. And we're gonna give the icon the color gold. And image icon top placement, well, let's place it on the left side, right like this. And we're gonna pull this switch, use the icon font size so we can control the size of the icon. And we're going to change this one to 21 pixels. That is great. And then we go to body text, or you can just hover your mouse over this one and press the brush icon. You will go to body text immediately. The only things we're gonna change are the color and the size. I want it to be 18 pixels right there. And the color will be our broken white. This looks pretty nice. Press save changes. We're gonna duplicate this entire module with this button, duplicate module. We're going to change this one. And the next one will be our telephone number. So they can call us at the 12345622021. Very nice number. Then you go to your image and icon, and we're going to change the icon to not the house, but the call icon right there. This looks great. And this one is done, so press Save Changes. We're going to duplicate this again, and then we're going to add our email address. Change this to your email address from this website. You go to the image and icon, and we are going to change the icon, of course, to an envelope, so everybody knows this is the mail. Then we go to link, and we're going to change the module link to mail to, and then the email address, and press save. And now you can actually click on this entire thing, and it will open up email. What I do want to is to change the color, because when you hover over it like this, go to hover, we're gonna make it gold when you hover over this one, so everybody knows it's a link. Press save, and we go back to the phone number, because of course we also have a link for your phone numbers, which is very useful when you on your cell phone, or on your mobile, on your smartphone. So the module link will be tell, and then the number 12345 2021 0. And of course, I also want the text to go gold when you hover over it. So we go to body text color, press on the hover icon, and make it global golden when I hover over it. And this is the normal color, and this is when you hover over it. Okay, great. Save it. And for the last one, of course, maybe your business wants to show your text number. You can add it in right there. We go to image and icon. And we're going to use another icon, for example, this suitcase. Don't forget to remove the link, because we have duplicated a module from the top. So we're going to remove the link, and we're also going to remove the hover effect when you hover over it, because there's no link. So just click on this one, and now hover effect is gone. All right, press Save Changes. Now we're quickly going to change this, because I want all these modules to appear on the left side. Now, you can of course drag and drop them all over, but there is a faster way. Just go to the settings of your row. Then you drag and drop the second column on top. Here you go. It's that easy. All right, we're going to change the title of the second column, and the title will be Stay Updated. Save this one. And then we're going to add a new module, and the module will be called Email Opt-in. We're going to remove the title, and the button will be Keep Me Posted. And then this content will be Receive once a month the latest bike news in the area and special offers. Then you scroll down, you go to email accounts, and we have already connected MailChimp to our website. The only thing we need to do is we need to change the list. So click here and press WordPress Doctor, or whatever your name is. And then it is successfully connected with your MailChimp account. It's so easy. Then you go to fields, and we want a single name field, of course. And what happens on the success action? Well, we're going to show a message, and the message will be, thank you. You are successfully added to our mailing list. Then, of course, we have the spam protection. If you want to use this, you can press yes, and then you can use reCAPTCHA. I have created a video clip about how you can protect your website from spam. So this is definitely useful if you want to use reCAPTCHA version 3. We're not going to do this right now. Just go to design, we go to layout, and we're going to change the name full white. No, not the email full white. This is way better. And then, of course, what else can we do? We go to fields. The fields background color is going to be our global broken white color. And then our field text color will be, of course, dark gray. And then our field focus background color will, well, let's make it white. So when people click on it, this is what happens. It goes white, so it's really focused. And the field focus text color should be also your dark gray. So it's pretty good. So it's very readable. And then you scroll down. This is all good. We go to field text alignment, and we're going to center it. This looks even better. We're going to change the field text size to 18 pixels. And then we scroll down, and we go to the body text right here. This is this text here. And we're going to change the body text color. The color is, of course, our broken white. The body text size will be 18 pixels. And then we go to result message text, and the color of this text will also be the broken white color. And we're gonna center the message right there. And let's make the text size also 18 pixels. And then we go down and we're gonna style the button. Of course, we're gonna use custom styles, yes. The text color will be our broken white, and the background color will be, of course, our beautiful golden color. That's awesome. What you still see is this ugly blue, so we go back to content, we go to background, and then you just press this, use background color. No, and there it is. Our beautiful opt-in module is just looking awesome right there in our footer of our website, so everyone can just receive once a month the latest bike news in the area and special offers. That's great. This is a great time to press Ctrl S on your keyboard to save your beautiful footer. Then we're going to change this title to more, because I want to have a place where we can add our landing pages so we have more internal links. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you should really check out my video about SEO, the 3 timeless pillars of SEO, because it will really help you out. We're just going to create a new text module. And the first link will be rent a bike in Vegas. So when people search for rent a bike Vegas, they will go to this page. Well, that's the idea, of course. We go to design, we go to text. We're going to change the text size to 18 and the color, of course, to the broken white. All right, and of course, when we hover over it, we want it to be gold because it is a link. Once you have created the landing pages, the only thing you need to do is go to content, go to link, and create the module link URL. And it will be something like Rent Bike Vegas, for example. This would be a typical landing page to get ranked when people search on Rent Bike Vegas. Press save. Then we're just going to copy these links for all our landing pages we have on our website. What do we have on this website? We have Rent a Bike, we have Bike Repair in Vegas, and we have, of course, Buy a Bike in Vegas. And we're gonna save it, and later on we can always change the links behind it so you actually will go to the landing page. All right, for the last part right here, we're going to remove this title and we're going to add an image. And the image we are going to add is, of course, our logo. Upload an image right there. It's beautiful. Just press save because this looks great. Then you're going to duplicate this one. We're gonna add another image because most websites, most businesses, you have certificates that will give the viewer immediately a sense of trust because of your business is certified and it is awesome, it's trained. So we're going to upload a new picture. Just press upload and we're going to upload certificate PNBI. So copy the alt text right there, upload an image. This looks great. Now we have also a professional mountain bike instructor association badge. And now our footer looks pretty awesome. If you want a little bit more spacing, and you can go to the settings of this one, go to design, spacing, and let's add a little bit of padding to 1 view wide. Let's make it 2. I'm gonna save it, and now it looks completely beautiful. There's one more thing we're going to do. We are going to create a new row, a new section right here, because I also want to have a place with copyright stuff and who created your website. We're going to add a new regular section and we're going to add a row with 2 parts. The first one is, of course, a text module. And the text we are going to add, we're going to delete this text and we're going to press this button right here. You see that? Use dynamic content. So press it. Here you can use to fill it out automatically. And why are we using this? Well, I want to use the current date. And then you go to date format and we're going to change it to custom because I don't want the entire date. What I want is just the year. Now watch me, because we're going to type before all text and images, copyright, space, and then you go after your custom date, there will be space, WPress dark bike shop right there. And now when I press save, this is what you see. You see this year will always be updated. Isn't that awesome? So you will never get a visitor going to your website and see 2021, it is 2025. Are they still alive? Are they still working on this website? You see, that is why this is so useful. We're gonna press design, we're going to text, we're going to change this a bit. The only thing we're gonna change is the size, 18, and of course the color, it will be dark gray. Press save. Then we go to this one and we're going to add a new module. It's gonna be a text module also. And this text module is only you, the creator. You don't have to do this, but I like to do this because this way everyone will see, hey, who created this awesome website? I want also this awesome website created by this guy. And so you can get more customers. Add in your personal name or whatever, and then you're gonna add your website. Let's redirect them to wpressdoctor.com and make sure it's in a new window and press OK. Then we're gonna change this one, press the brush icon, of course, 18, and the color will be dark gray. Then you go to the link, press the brush icon, and also going to global. We're gonna make it dark, but we're going to underline this so people know it's a link. And we're gonna press the link text size is also 18, but that is done automatically. And then we press the save button down there. This looks pretty great. Now we go to the settings of this section, press it, we go to background. We go to change this one to the global golden color. Wow, however, it is way too big for a footer. So we go to design, we go to spacing. We're gonna change the padding to 0 top and 0 bottom. Now this is how I like to see it. We're going to press save. And now we're almost done because the only thing I don't like is that this is just somewhere in the middle. So we're going to change this. We go to the brush icon again, and we're going to all the way down. We're going to change the text alignment to the right. Press save it, press save again. And now your footer is completed. Well done. Press on the cross icon and then you press save changes. Now we'll look at the front end, how it looks on our homepage. Go to visit site, open link in new tab. We're going down and everything looks awesome on our website. And as you can scroll down, there is our beautiful footer. It is right there. People can stay updated with their email and they get added to your mailing list. They can contact you. You can actually press these buttons. As you can see, the color changes. Here are the landing pages and here are your logos and the certificates, and it's created by you and the dynamic content of your year. Hey, congratulations, you have just created your global header and your global footer, and this will stay the same on every single page on your website. Well done. It's time to take a sip of your drink, go and walk a little bit because we have been busy for a long time. So get up your feet, refresh and be proud of yourself because we are making really big progress right here. So well done. I am proud of you. Alright, so the next thing we are going to create is the contact page. Now follow me. You go up here and you go to your dashboard and you go to pages and we're gonna press add new. Alright, just press this cross icon and add your title is going to be contact. And you're gonna press use Divi Builder. Press build from scratch. And the first row we are going to add is a row with 2 columns. Just add it in. And the first module we are going to add right here is the post title. Click that one. And then we go to elements. And let's just disable this one and this one. And after that we go to design, we go to title text, and then we go to the title text alignment. We're going to align it in the center. And the text color will be white. The title text size will be 50 pixels. And after that you scroll down and you go to sizing. We're going to change the width of this thing to 400 pixels. And align the module in the center. Well, we can't see anything what's happening right now, so we're going to save this for a while, save changes. And we go to the settings of this row. And then we go to background and we go to the global colors and we're going to use this golden color for the background. Hey, there is our post title. Awesome. And then we go to design and we go to sizing. And we're going to change the white to 100% and the max white also to 100%. Then you go to spacing and we're going to change the padding to 0 top and 0 bottom padding. And then press Save Changes. And now we go into the section settings. Click that one. And then we go to design and we go to spacing. And then we go to 0 top padding and 0 bottom padding right here. All right, so this is the way we want to press Save Changes. And now it looks very small, but hold on, let's get back into the module settings of this post title. And then you go to design and you go to spacing, and here we're going to change the padding to 50 pixels and the bottom also to 50 pixels. Then we go over to border and let's give it a nice round, a little bit of border of 4 pixels, and let's make it white again. This looks great. And then we press Save Changes. Then we go to the second column, we're going to add a image right here. And the image you can upload is called the Bike in the City 3. There you go. That is beautiful. Press Save Changes. But now that you can see is that our little post title module is not in the center of this row. How do we do that? We go to the row settings and you go to design, you go to sizing, and you're gonna press this button, equalize column heights. And then we go to content, you go to the first column, the gear icon right here, press it. You go to advanced, you go to custom CSS. And then at the main element, you type this in, margin is auto. Right there, and we save it. And now as you can see, it will line out the first column exactly the same with the second column. This is awesome. All right, I'm really happy with this one. We're going to add another section right here. We're gonna make a regular section. We're gonna use this column layout. And the first module we're gonna add is a blurb. Here we go. The title will be our team and the text will be all employees are available for service around the wheel storage as well as for all questions regarding bicycle technology. Don't hesitate to ask us anything. You get the point. Then you go to image and icon. We're going to use a icon. We're going to click on this icon. Yes. And then we go to design. We go to image and icon. And we're going to change the icon color to our beautiful golden color. And then we are going to image icon placement to make it left. All right. We're going to switch this one, use the icon font size so we can actually control the font size. Let's make this 120 pixels. This looks great. Let's go to title text. We're gonna change the title font style to capital, the color to our beautiful golden color, the text size will be 36 pixels. And then we scroll down and we go to our body text. In our body text, we will have our body font. Let's change the body text color to our global dark gray color. The body text size will be 18 pixels. All right, I think this looks pretty good. We're going to save it. And then we're going to duplicate this entire module by pressing this duplicate button. All right, and the title of this one will be opening hours. And it will be Monday till Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 6. And because we created the blurb before, it's pretty easy to just duplicate your stuff all around. All right, let's change the background of these two columns. We go to row settings. We go into the first column here, then we go to background and we go to give it our global broken white color right there. This looks great, but I think the spacing is off, so we go to design, we go to spacing. Here we're gonna add 50 pixels to the top and also 50 pixels to the bottom. This looks pretty neat. And we're going to save this one. Then we go to the second column right here. We go to background also, and let's give it our golden color to our second column. And then we go also to design, we go also to spacing, and let's give it also a 50 pixels top and a 50 pixels at the bottom. And let's also give it a 50 pixels on the left side and 50 pixels on the right side. And press Save Changes. And press Save Changes again. And after that, let's add our last module in the left column. It's going to be an image. And we're going to upload a file called theme. Of course, this is our theme. And as you can see, it is full white, but I don't like that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter the settings of the image. We go to design, we go to sizing, and we're going to make this 80%. We're going to align it in the center. And this is great. Press save changes. And now we have our beautiful theme on our contact page. But of course, a context page is nothing without a form. So we're going to create a form in this second column. Press this plus icon, add new module. We're going to add a text module. Text module, the content will be contact us. And let's make it a H1 because this is our contact page and we want Google to know that this is the contact us title. Let's go to design and then we need to go to heading text because this is a H1. The font is all good. Let's make the font style uppercase and align it in the center. Color will be white and the heading text size will be 36 pixels. And that's it. So we're going to save it. And then we're going to add another module, which is called the divider. You remember it? Yes, we already created one. And this divider will be white. So you go to design and we go to the line and we're going to make it white. Then, of course, we go to sizing and we want to make this 4 pixels thick. And we want it to be 20% white like that. And we're going to align it in the center. This looks pretty great. Save it. And we're going to add another module. It's a text module. Press it. And the text will be, if you have any questions, the fastest way to get in contact with us is using the phone. But feel free to email us using the form below, of course. So let's go to design. Let's go to text. And I think the text should be 18 pixels right there. This is way better. And the text color should be our dark gray color. All right, that's it. Save this one also. And then we're going to add our contact form. So we're going to press the add module and we're going to add a contact form. It is right there. Just add it. We're going to style this a little bit. Name, email, message. That looks pretty great. And first we're going to fill in the success message. Thank you. Thank you very much for contacting us. We will get back to you soon. And the submit button, well, you can add send or submit or whatever you like. I like submit, so we're going to leave it like there. Let's go to email, and here you fill in the email address at which this form will be sent to. So let's send it to the@wpressdoctor.com. And the message pattern, you can leave it empty or you can use all these different things. But if you just leave it empty, everything will be in it. And that's the way we like it. Redirect after fill in. I like this to do so to create a thank you page because you can measure it even better with Google Analytics or anything. So you know how many people actually contacted you using your form. So you can enable this one and redirect it to a thank you page like this one. Contact, thank you. For example, you can use this one. Spam protection, yes, you can use basic CAPTCHA or use spam protection service, which is a reCAPTCHA, and you can add it using your account. But for now, let's use basic CAPTCHA. All right, let's style this thing. To be honest, I never use this contact form module in my Divi websites. Why? I always use Gravity Forms. I've created an awesome tutorial about that one, so you can see exactly if it fits your needs and if you want Gravity Forms on your website. However, it's a paid plugin, so I'm not going to include it in this tutorial because you have to pay even more. And I think we've already paid enough for your website right now. But if you do want to follow the tutorial, and you will be very happy you did, because it's an amazing plugin which gives you a lot of features. First we go to design and we go to fields. The field's background color, let's make it transparent. The field text color should be white, and I like it to be a little bit bigger, so we're going to change this to 18 pixels. Then we scroll down and we go to our CAPTCHA text and we're going to make it white also, Okay. And then we go down again and we go to our button, because this button is really ridiculous. So let's press yes. Let's go to the button. Text color should be our global dark gray one. And the button background, well, it's pretty awesome right now, but let's just make it, just in case, make it gold. The button border white is a bit too much, so let's change it to 1 pixel. And if you want to change the icon when you hover your mouse over it, you can change it right here. All right, then I don't like it like this, so we're going to change it a little bit more. So we go to border right here, and we're going to add a bottom border. Click on this icon, and the bottom border should be 1 pixel, and it should be white. Now this is way better. That's basically it. So we're going to save these changes right here. And as you can see now, the two columns are not the same height. Remember how to fix that? We go to the row settings, we go to design, we go to sizing, and we're going to equalize the column heights. As you can see right now, it jumps down. So now we have the same height in both columns. This looks way better. All right, that's basically it for our contact page. Pretty easy now, right? Press publish. And now our contact page has been saved. Let's exit the Visual Builder. You can see how it looks right here. This looks pretty nice. But now you can see in our menu that things aren't actually the way I like it. So let's add a menu. We go to Dashboard. We go to Appearance. We go to Menus. We're going to create a new menu name. Let's call it the Main Menu. And the display location is a primary menu. You don't actually need this in Divi, but it looks nice. Create menu, and then we're going to add the page contact. Let's add it to our menu, the contact page. If you press on View All, you can also see that there is a home page. Let's add it also to our menu. And you can also add custom links in right here. But we're not going to do that. We're going to press Save Menu. And now we need to activate this menu through our theme builder. So we're going to press Theme Builder. And then we're going to change the global header. Press Global Header. And then we go to this menu and we're going to change it to a main menu. You already saw it. Change it back. And then you press Save Changes. And also let's do it with this one. Change it back to select the menu and then go to main menu and press Save Changes. Save the entire thing. Press the X on the top and press All Changes Saved. And now when we look at our website, you will see that the menu has been updated to menu items right here. This is great. All right, let's create another page so you get the hang of it and can create your own pages following on. Let's go back to our dashboard. If you now go to your pages, I would like to duplicate this contact page we just created. How to do that? Well, press Add New. And we're gonna add a Buy page and press Use Divi Builder. Then you can build from scratch, but we can also do Clone Existing Page. Click this one. And then we can actually clone our contact page. It's right here. So click it. And it's been duplicated right now. And now it has been cloned, but as you can see, the title from contact has been changed to buy because we're using the post title module. So every time you clone a page which has a different title, it will become the title in the post title module. Isn't that easy? Yes, it's awesome. So the first thing we'll do, we're going to change this image. And we're going to use an image called Showroom Bikes. Press Save It. Okay, then we scroll down and then we have this layout. Well, we are going to remove this entire row because we don't want it. I want to create a new row. So delete it. I'm going to add a new row and the new row will have this column layout. Press this cross icon because we're not going to add any module in right there. We're going to add a background image. So we're going to press the row settings again. You go to the first column. We go to background. We go to image. And we're going to add a background image called Tools Bike Buy. Press Save It. And then we're going to Design. We go to Sizing. We're going to use Custom Gutter White and change this one to 0. Why? As you can see, the plus icons moving. Now the space between them will get smaller. We're going to press Equalize Column Heights again. And then you go to Spacing. And then we're going to change the top padding to 0 and the bottom padding also to 0. And the final thing we're going to do, we go to box shadow. And we're going to add a little shadow right there on the entire box. It's going to look beautiful. Let's save this one and let's go to add a new module. And the first module will be a text module, and the text will be custom bikes. All right. You go to design, you go to text. We're going to change the text font style to uppercase. Scroll down a bit. Let's make the color our golden color right here. The text size will be 18 pixels. And we're going to align it in the center. Right there. Nice. And then we scroll down a bit and we go to spacing. We're going to add a top margin of, well, let's say 50 pixels. All right, press save it. And then we're going to create a new text module. So add a new text module. And the content will be individually configured. Right, let's go to design. We go to text. We're going to change the text font to Oswald. And we're going to change the title font size to 35 and the text color to be our dark gray. The text line height will be 1.4, and of course we want it to be uppercase. I already typed it in uppercase. Well, that's okay. Scroll down and we want the text alignment in the center. Then we scroll down, we go to spacing, and we're going to add 25 pixels in the margin, top margin. This looks great. All right, let's save it. And we're going to add a divider right here. Divider, edit, show divider. Yes, we go to design, we go to line. Let's make it gold. We go to sizing. And then we're going to change the divider width to 3 pixels. And we're going to change the width to 25%. Oh, 25%, yes. Change the module alignment to the center. Go to spacing. And add 2 view white to the top and 2 view white to the bottom. All right, let's save this one. And of course, I want another module, which is a easy, simple text module. And the text is fulfill your bicycle wish at WordPress Bike Dock. We will help you design your own individual bike. We go to text, we go to text size. Let's make it 16 pixels. Let's make the color, of course, our global dark gray. And then we scroll down and we go to text alignment. Let's make it align in the center. And we go to sizing, because I think it's way too big for the layout. So we change it to 50%. Yes, and align it in the center again. This looks great. Go to spacing and then you go to your bottom padding and let's add, well, 5 view white. Yes, this looks pretty cool. That's it. Now we can actually clone this one and make it another one. Or, well, if you want the spacing exactly be the same, just duplicate this entire section. And now when you scroll down, you will see this. Let's spice it up a little bit. We go to this button and we're going to drag this column to there. Right. See? So now it is actually switched and that looks awesome. So we're going to into the second column. Go to the background. We're going to change the background from the tools to one we've already uploaded of this woman, Dutch bike white. Upload image. All right. Now you might get an idea where we're going to. The only thing we need to do is we need to change this text to fit our needs. So we're going to change this one and make this text to complete offers. Yes, we go to the second one and it will be on the saddle, ready, go. And then the text is something like this. Are you attached to Wireframe? One new technology, let us advise you. Press save it. After this, you can press publish. And we have another page with the subject buy. How to add this into a menu? Well, press exit visual builder. You go to your website, press dashboard. Again, you go to appearance, you go to menus. And here you can add your buy page to your menu right there. Let's change it up to there and let's save the menu. You could also use this button, automatically add new top level pages to this menu. So if you create a new page, it will automatically come in here, which is pretty useful sometimes. All right, press save menu again. And then we go to our website and then you can see that our buy page has been added in right there. Isn't that awesome? And now if you want to create, for example, a repair page and a rent page, it is exactly done the same thing. You go back to your dashboard, go back to your pages. We're going to add a new page, which is called repair. We're going to use the Divi Builder. And again, we are going to clone existing page. We are going to clone our existing page, the buy page. Right? It's that easy. Yes, it is that easy. And it's already called repair. We're just going to change the image to a repair image. And we're going to add this image we've used in the beginning. Upload image. And like that. And now we can just scroll down and change all the text we want. We have experience with all bikes and all repairs. We can even fix your bike while you wait. Easy and convenient. Press save it. And you scroll down a bit. And you can, of course, change this also. I'm not going to do that, but you get the point. Then you press publish again. And now we have created, just like that, a new page. And as I exit the Visual Builder, now I will see that this repair page automatically will be added to our menu. Watch the magic happen. Press exit Visual Builder. And now as you can see, our repair page has been added right here. I don't like it because I want the contact page to always be on the far right option. So we go to my dashboard, I go to appearance, I go to my menus, and I just get the repair and just put it up right there and press save menu again. All right, now I want to show you one more thing. Let's go to all pages, and now we go to our home page. Press edit with Divi. Because on our homepage, we had some buttons that are about the buy and the repair. And of course about the rent. But let's go to buy and the repair. The buy and the repair right there. So what do you want to do? I want people, when they hover their mouse over the entire image, I want them to be able to click it and go to the right page. How do you do that? Well, just go into the settings of this row right there. And then you go to the column you want to change. So this column, the first one, is the buy one. So we're going to add this. We're going to change the label to buy. We're going to change the link also to /buy/ in the same window. That's it. Press save. Now you can see this column is called the buy column. That second column, I'm going to change this. The admin label should be repair. And the link should be repair. Like that. And press save. Buy and repair. And the rent, well, we didn't create the page, but now you know how you can do it. Press save. Press save this page. And then we're going to exit the Visual Builder and see how it works. Exit Visual Builder. All right, if I now scroll down and I hover my mouse over this image, you can see my mouse, my pointer is changing to this hand, and I can actually click this and go to the page. Isn't it great? Let's test it out to go to repair right there. Here we are. So it really works pretty easy, but you just have to know how. All right. So there's only one more page I want to show you how we can build it, and that is the blog post page. If you want to have a blog or a news section on your website, for example, this website, we're going to create a news page. Then hold on, because we're going to create that right now. So the news page is actually very easy. Just go and create a new page. We're going to add a title called news. We press use Divi Builder. I'm going to press it again. And then we're going to clone our existing page. And let's clone our latest buy page. Then we're going to change this image to a new image. You can upload it. It's called news. It has this awesome adventure feeling to it, so we're going to save it. And then we scroll down and we don't need all this, so we're going to delete this entire section. We're also going to delete this section. And we're going to add a new one, a regular, with a new row like this. All right, add it in. And the module we're going to be using is the block module. Just press it. And in the blog module, you can see all post types. Now, we haven't created any blogs, so the only thing you'll be seeing is this, hello world. Well, your name should be here on the date you started. And then you can change here the post count. So I want to have 9 blogs right here, and then they have to go to the next page. I want to include all categories. You can change this to any category you want in your blog post section. The date format, you can change it. And let's go to the elements. If you are the only author on your website, just disable this option, show author. Press no. It's a little bit strange that if they see your name with every blog post, so just disable this one. Show date, that's fine. The category, if you use multiple categories, keep this enabled. And if you want comments, then it would be nice if people can see their comments. Your cursor above this title, you can press the brush icon. We're going to change the title to the golden one. We're going to center it, and we're going to change the title text size to 36 pixels. Well, let's align it to the left side because I like that more, because we are going to change this entire thing to a grid module. If you just scroll down, you go to layout, and here we can choose full white or grid. I like the grid mode more on this website. This is the way it looks right now. We're going to change this one to, of course, our global color, dark gray. And the text on the excerpt on the dark gray, we're going to change that one to 18 pixels. And then we just scroll down, we go to box shadow. We're going to enable the shadow right here. So now we have boxes with shadows on our blog post. Press save changes, and we're going to publish this page. And now you see how it looks when you have different posts. If you now press exit Visual Builder, again, the news will be added to your menu, but I want the contact on the right side, so we're going to change that. Now, if you go to posts, all posts, you can see that we have two posts. Let's style them a bit so you know what to accept. Press edit. You don't need the Divi editor within your post, and I'm going to show you why. This is take your mountain biking to the next level. And here is a bunch of text. And then we're going to press update this blog post. Now, the one thing you want to do is you go to your post and you want to have a featured image with your posts. So let's say we're going to use this mountain biking, very happy family. We press update. Now, if we now go to our pages, we go to news, you will see that there is a post which says, take your mountain biking to the next level. And we're just gonna add a new one. Tips for cleaning your bike, sure, why not? Enter a image, well, let's get this one. Use default editor, and we're gonna add another lorem ipsum, beautiful. With these tips, you can clean your bike in less than 10 minutes. And we press publish, publish again. All right, we go back to our news page. We're going to refresh this one. Here you can see that now we have multiple blog posts in there. And if I add more, well, you can see exactly how it goes. However, if I click one, this is what you're going to see. What? Where's my layout gone? So this is the layout of the blog post. Well, I'm going to teach you how you can change this, because this doesn't look nice. We go to dashboard, we go to Divi, we go to the theme builder. And here we're going to add a new template. Press the new template. We're going to use this on all posts. Click it and press create template. All right, it has used the global footer and our global header. So we press save changes. We're going to add a custom body. Press this one, and we're going to build a custom body. Press it. We're going to build from scratch. Press this one. We got to add a new row, a normal row. And the first one will be our post title. Press this one. We're going to save it. And then we're going to add a new module, which is called our post content. Press this one. And then we're going to save this. And if you now close this one and we press save changes, and you now look at your blog post, and we're going to refresh this page. Aha, this is what happens. Things actually change when you change your custom body. You get the idea. So of all the blog posts, if I go to this one, you also see the similarities. It is exactly the same as the other one. So this system actually enables you to create any layout you want within the Divi theme, and all the posts will change in one go. It is very useful. So press edit again. We're going to style this a little bit so you get the feeling of how you're going to do it. First, we're going to start with the dynamic post title. We go to the elements, and I actually don't want the featured image right there. So I'm just going to delete it. I don't want to have an author because I am the only author on this website. But I do want to see all these things. Press this brush icon and we're going to change it to our global color. And we're going to make the text size 36. And then we're going to change this one. We're going to make it dark gray right there. And then we're going to the post content headings. I want the headings to be also golden. And let's make them 30 pixels. That is awesome. And you can change this for anything inside of your post. So let's make the links. We're going to make them gold. The heading number 2 is also golden. Number 3, of course, also golden. And this thing, the block quote, I also want the text color of the block quote border. I want it also to be golden. And actually, I want the content to be dark gray right there. That's way better. And the images, well, they look great like this. And then you can also change heading 4, heading 5, heading 6, everything you want. All right. Let's save this. So save this and save this one. Save this page. If you want to have a sidebar, you have to change something else. Just go down a bit. We're going to add a new row like, well, let's say this one. And let's close it. And then I want this entire module to be here. No, I want it to be there. Here you go. And you can put anything into your sidebar if whatever you want. So you can add some text with something like links. And you can just style this one to golden color, make it 36 pixels, make it Oswald. And we're going to line it out on the right side, right? If I want to border on my sidebar, I just go to the settings of my row. I go to the first column, go to design, I go to border, and I'm going to create a right border. Let's make it 4 pixels, and let's make it our golden color. Well, 4 is a bit extreme. Let's make it 2 pixels. That's great. And then we're going to save it. Save changes, and then we're gonna save this page. And now when you go to your news page and you refresh it, you will see that you will have a sidebar right there. And of course you can style the border to make it more to the right, and you can change anything, and also you can add your featured image anywhere you want on your page. So yeah, this is actually pretty easy how to create your news page. One thing I noticed while scrolling my website, I want to press the logo to go to my home, but I can't. How are we going to fix that? Well, quick thing, go to your Divi, go to your theme builder, and on your theme builder, you go to your global header. In your global header, you will go to your menu, press this one, and you go to your link. The logo link URL should be a slash. Press save. Also on this one, we go to link, logo link URL should be a slash, and press save changes. Also save this one. And now you can press your logo to go back to your home. As you can see, this now works perfectly. So one thing I want to show you that I promised in the introduction is how can you change all these colors in one click on your entire website. It's pretty easy. Let's go to this module right here. Go to design, we go to border because we have changed the bottom border with this color. All right, click on this color right here. Now you can change the color the way you want it. So for example, let's go with orange and let's make it bright orange like that. And now when I press save changes, it will says this, are you sure? You have made changes to this global color. This will affect all instances of this global color across your entire site. Do you wish to proceed? And then you press yes. And watch what happens when I save this one. Now when I scroll down, you will see that all the accents we have been using with the golden color are now orange. As you can see, the borders, the names, everything is now orange. When I save this page and when I now go exit my visual builder, you will also see that the header and the footer are also instantly updated, as you can see right there. The icons and in the footer, these are all the golden colors that we've used. They are now updated to orange. And not only that one, but all the pages we have created are now the orange color. Isn't that awesome. I think this is one of the best features in Divi. And this is just such a powerful feature we can use. So now you know how to do it. There's one more thing I want to show you. If you want to release your website without the coming soon page, let's go to your dashboard, go through Appearance and Theme Editor, go to functions.php. And what you can just do, you can just select this entire redirect thing and press delete. And now when we have updated it, your website will be open for everyone to see, also to Google. Now just two more things I always like to add to my website are the login logo and a duplicate page function. When you look into the file that you download there, you will see two extra snippets. And just paste in this code right there. As you can see, change login logo and URL. Here you can change your logo. So you go to Media and Library. Then you just select your logo or the one we're using, copy URL to clipboard. Then we paste in right here the URL of the logo and we press update file. Now what has happened right now, I will show you. When you try to log in to your WordPress website, you will now not see the WordPress logo here, but your own logo. And when you click on this one, you will go to your own website instead of the website of WordPress.org. Just a small thing I like to add because when I log into my website, I would like to see my own professional logo instead of WordPress. One more thing that I also add to my functions.php is a snippet, which you can find also in that file. And it's the snippet of duplicating your pages and posts. You just scroll all the way down, press a couple of times enter, and just enter the code snippet you find in the file. Press update file. And what does this thing actually do? Well, I have shown you if you go to pages and you want to clone a page, you have to add a new one and then you have to import it, but there's a faster way. But now when you hover over your page, you will see a new button which says duplicate. And when I press it, this page will be duplicated instantly, but this will save you a lot of clicks because when I press duplicate, this is what happens. I am immediately in a new duplicated page and I can change my title to new page. And then I can just publish it or edit it with Divi Builder. I can change everything you want. If you're going to duplicate a lot of pages, this is really useful. Alright guys, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you have learned a lot of new things in this tutorial. If you did, hit that like button so I know we were on the right track. If you have any questions about the website we've created, put them in the comments and I will be glad to answer all of them. Now it's time to finish your website, create more pages. Be sure to follow my SEO tutorial because you need to install a SEO plugin and a security plugin to really make sure your website is unhackable and it will be found awesome in the search engines. Alright, I'll see you in the next video and have an awesome day.